Hello. It's Matt. You know we love our physical media on this show, and we love discovering older movies that are new to us, especially when they're on disc. That's why we've partnered with MovieZing. Yes, this is not a joke. We are partnering with MovieZing. MovieZing offers a wide variety of classic films, new classics, cult classics, and Warner Archive titles. They even have TV shows available in every format. Whether you're a 4K snob like Mark, or more like me, where a Blu-ray or DVD will do just fine if that's all that's available, there are a ton of fantastic titles on the MovieZing site for you to take home. Best part is, if you buy using our affiliate link, you can buy some great movies and help support this pod at the same time. Every purchase you make helps us earn a small commission. Check the show notes for our official Matt and Mark Movie Show affiliate link. Thank you to MovieZing. Now on to the show.
This is a movie.
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
Dude, you inspired me to, because I was inspired by the butter chicken that you made that looks so good.
Shit.
I was like, I need to get some fucking Indian food today. I said that this morning because I looked at your text this morning, and I got a ton of Indian food before the show, which was awesome. But what's not awesome was that I ate it all, and I'm like super stuffed right now.
You fall asleep in the middle of the show.
If I start ripping ass during the whole episode, you know why. You're like, oh, fuck, guy got garlic naan.
Papers blow off the wall.
The shit gets blown in little cyclones behind me. That's what happens, man. Middle-aged man gas. No good. No good.
Holy shit.
Dude.
That is... Oh, here's an update, though. That Indian food I made, I swear to God, I ate it all of yesterday. It was that fucking good. I didn't get any diarrhea or gas from it, though.
Even better. Even better.
Dude, I thought I was going to be shitting my pants before the show.
Are you saying it like in if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it kind of way? Like, if you don't get diarrhea from Indian food, is it really Indian food? Is that what you're saying?
You know what it is? I think if you... No offense to my Indian brethren, because that's where my family's from, actually. If you use good quality ingredients, you won't get diarrhea. And here's the tip, by the way. When you buy spices for that dish, when you're making it, buy the stuff from India. Don't buy, like, white people spices. Buy, like, Indian
Don't buy the
spices.
paste picante Indian spices.
Yeah. Exactly.
This one says, tastes just like Bombay. Let's get it.
Made by hand. Made by feet. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Dude, you ever see those, like, they're making snacks and shit, like Indian snacks, and it's just everyone with dirty feet on this factory floor? Oh.
Yes. And dirty hands and dirty... Dude, that's how we got the cyclospora. Was people with dirty hands and dirty feet putting our lettuce in the dirty water, and then we get diarrhea.
Holy shit. Talk about Fast and the Furious.
Hey! What a segue. What a segue. You know what? Let's just do it. Hello, welcome to the Matt and Mark Movie Show. This week, we are going to be reviewing the original Fast and Furious for its 25th anniversary. Skip ahead or check the show notes if you want to jump ahead to the main review, because first we got to do some other stuff. But the genesis for this episode was exactly that. I was like, I can't fucking believe this movie is 25 years old. And I literally texted Mark. I was like, should we review should we do the Fast and the Furious 25th anniversary? And literally the first thing you said to me was that movie's 25 years old. And I was like, that's it. That's the genesis for the whole episode. That's why we're here. So if you're wondering why we're covering
Dude,
it
it is crazy.
Well, also, too, by the way, we have covered we've covered a lot of Fast and Furious on the show. We did F9 that was actually the first movie back in theaters.
There's like 700 of those movies.
Yeah. We went back to theaters after COVID with F9. Mark and I covered Fast X. And it seemed only right, since we're clearly never going to get the final Fast and Furious, that we should at least cover the 25th anniversary of the first movie, the original movie. So here we are. Mark, let's do this. I know I usually talk about the podcast, but in honor of Vin this week, we're going to do this.
The movie.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's our housekeeping.
That's one of the main reasons why I was glad we're doing this episode. Just so we can go like,
the movies.
The movies.
The movies.
Housekeeping. Find the Matt and Mark Movie Show on the socials: Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube. All of our shows go up there, so you can like and subscribe and follow us if you want.
Please do.
Please do.
No, not if you want. You try to get to the YouTube page and subscribe. It would help us out immensely.
Yes, find your way over to the YouTube
You probably won't
page.
be able to hype it, but
you're definitely
if you can hype us, please do.
Dude, I hyped the video
I don't know
today.
How that shit works still after
I hyped
a
the video
year.
today from a creator. I thought it was like you could only hype things for like the first week or the first few days of a video. I found a video today that was 3 weeks old that I really liked, and it let me hype it.
What?
Yes. And not
I don't
like
fucking get it, dude.
Not like a massive account either. It wasn't like 1 million subscriber. It was like a 10,000 subscriber account, and it let me hype the video. So I don't know. I don't fucking understand how it works.
It's like really arbitrary. It's like sometimes it works, and then most of the time it doesn't. And also, there's no details on how it actually works that's accurate.
They're not going to make it
Everything I've read
available
up
to
on
you.
it has been wrong.
It's like those are the two things, like YouTube and flock cameras. You're not supposed to know anything about either one, as they just push out more and more and more.
And it's the only person that knows about it is always some crazy person that's just like, man, take these down.
Yes, it's the guy who's actually in Fast and Furious. It's Paul Walker's boss, Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo.
Was she a great big fat person?
Because you brought that up, I just have to say I totally forgot that he was in it.
I completely
anytime,
forgot he was in it.
Anytime he showed up, I was just like, he's tucking his dick between his thighs.
He's doing that fucking dance in the background, that Fruit Loop pervert. We're gonna get there. At voicemail 707-948-6707. Call, leave us a voicemail. We'll play it on the show. Okay.
The movie.
Wait, Mark, before we go to Fast and Furious, do you have anything else you want to bring up? Anything you want to talk about, or are you ready to get into this?
I'm ready to get into this, dude.
Okay.
I got nothing cool going on in my life.
Okay.
I sweat my balls off again in the hottest area in America.
Okay, so instead of doing predictions, because I feel like we both kind of know, we both like these movies, and if you're listening at home, you know we like these movies, so we're not going to bore you with predictions, but instead I thought something to get us into the mood of talking about the movie was I wanted to reminisce with you quickly.
Ooh.
Because this was released in 2001, so I want to put you back 25 years ago, which is fucking insane to say. Because when I still think of these as like, quote, like new movies in my head. So
I saw this last year.
in 2001 was actually the year that Mark and I met and became friends. It was our first year at film school. Well, it was art school, but it was film school. But do you remember, did you see this in the theater, Mark?
It was like the Twin Towers collapsed, and then I went to Fast and Furious.
Yeah. All I remember from that year was 9/11. Mark and I saw it. It was like our first day of school. And then I remember, that's a true story. I'm not being funny. And then I remember going to see the first Lord of the Rings movie with Mark, and we cut film school early. We cut class early so we could go to the city and see it.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought all that up and mentioned that, because I have to say, when I watched this movie, it gave me like this incredible sense of nostalgia for the old movie days. Because I remember everyone being excited. No one really knew about this movie. It's kind of like, it was a new IP. but for some reason, because Vin Diesel was doing really good promo for it and he's like super charismatic, I didn't know too much about Paul Walker at the time. I think this is the movie that really introduced me to him. But I do remember in the audience, and this isn't like a New York audience where no one owns fucking cars, but everyone was like totally into this. As soon as the movie started and started to ramp up, people just got more and more amped as the movie went along. And I just remember being like with like a really good crowd. And as I was watching this at home, I remember all those moments coming back when people cheered, how like happy they were that they had seen this movie. It was just a really awesome time. And also when you mentioned Lord of the Rings, like these are all, we went to these, like the golden age of cinema. It was like film was at its best. Film had like gotten to this degree where the grain was super clean. Effects were fucking great. They were still doing physical mix with, I'm telling you, this was like the best era for film. Like that Lord of the Rings was packed. Everyone loved movies.
That was amazing.
So I think my view of this movie is just like, I don't think I will ever hate it, regardless of what my film tastes evolve to as I get older. I don't care how dumb this movie is. It's always gonna have a special place in my heart because it's like, it's peak cinema experience for me. It's like what movies were made to be. It's just like fun spectacles with a great crowd, you know?
Damn, dude, you're lucky, man. I knew you had seen it in the theater. I still have not seen it in the theater. So I saw it on video my freshman year because my roommate at the time, Lawrence, who you remember, Lawrence, he was the rapper. Yeah. He had a bootleg. He bought a bootleg DVD of it from Herald Square. The guys on Herald Square would have all the movies, all the new movies, and some of them were okay. Some of them were cams, so like shitty cams that a guy had like in Seinfeld where they're recording with a fucking camcorder. But I remember the Fast and Furious copy we had was like really good. I think it was somehow like a studio screener that had been ripped somehow.
Oh, wow.
I remember there being some burn-in on it that was like property of Universal Pictures. And we were like watching it. And we would have it, we had it in the dorm room. And once word got out that we had Fast and the Furious, people would come over and watch it. So it was on in our room a lot. So I saw the movie a lot. And I really liked it a lot. Yeah, I really liked it a lot. And I thought, oh man, okay, fast forward really quick, 25 years later. And I was like, I'm going to go to the theater to finally make it right 25 years later to go see the Fast and the Furious. Dude, not to be a giant pussy, but a huge fucking colossal storm rolled through Cleveland. Like, I'm talking golf ball size hail. You can go and look on the news. Destroying people's cars. People were like, I saw fucking umbrellas tumbling down the street and shit. I was like,
holy shit.
And it was the night I was supposed to go to Fast and Furious. So I was like, I guess I'm not going. Can you imagine
if you went and then on the show you just have all these like contusions on your head?
Yeah, dude.
I went to see it, but I have CTE.
I have CTE and I don't remember a thing about it. I sound like this guy.
Oh, do you?
That's who you
question. Like. Do you regret it though after seeing it at home? Were you like, fuck?
Well, not to be this guy. I know I don't have 100-inch TV like Mark does. But I recently upgraded my home theater, and my giant TV looks so good in my apartment that it felt like I had a nice little like personal theater screening of it at my house. And I have the 4Ks, so it was like having a 4K copy. And I discovered something new, which I already told Mark. It's not new to him; it was new to me. But we'll talk about that. But I had a fucking blast with it. Yes, I was a little like, God damn it. Because my thing is, I still haven't seen it with a crowd. I've seen it with like a few people, because I remember in our dorm room, people would come over and there would be like 4 or 5 people hanging out, watching the movie, right? People talking, right? Whatever, smoking weed. Then they'd leave. And I've only ever watched it with like that amount of people, a normal amount of people. I would love to see it with a real audience. That's what I'm missing.
Were those people into it though, like the group, or were they it was just kind of like a background movie, or did people get like really involved and enjoy it?
I think most of the people that came to watch Fast and Furious with us at the dorm room really liked it. And they were also like the majority, like Lawrence's friends, right? But then sometimes you would get like the snooty prat kids who would be like, I want to go see the popular multiplex movie. And they were really snooty about it as they came in to watch it and be totally dismissive of it. And then they saw us in a room getting really excited about it and they left. That's what
those
I remember
idiots
happening.
Probably went to see like the Bicycle Thieves. This is a way better movie about heists. And it has the humanity to it.
This is the real Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Desika can suck my dick. That's what I say.
Vittorio De Sica's no Rob Cohen. Dude, how about Rob Cohen's cameo?
Can I just say, Rob Cohen fucking rules, man. That guy knows how to make an entertaining movie. And also, in response to what you just asked, I didn't even know that.
Rob Cohen's cameo, Mark. He has the best cameo in the movie. I forget about it every time I watch the movie. He's the pizza guy. He's the only 40-plus-year-old person in the movie. It's him and Buffalo Bill. So there's Buffalo Bill, or there's the random pizza guy that the street race is happening, and he gets out and he's like, "What's going on?" And they're like, "Find another way, pizza boy."
Him.
And he goes,
"Dude,
goddamn street racers!" And he gets in his pizza car and drives away. That's
in my head, I was totally making fun of that dude. I was like, "Who's fucking idiot? He's just there for like product placement."
Yeah,
and he's yelling at all these drivers.
That's
like
your favorite guy. That's Rob Cohen. That's fucking Rob Cohen right there, dude. He was like, "I got to put myself in this movie somehow."
Holy fuck! Hold on, let me see.
That's really him.
Yeah, okay,
that is really.
That's
him.
Another thing. If you wanted to feel like any sort of nostalgia, dude. Everyone is so. That's when you really feel the 25 years when you're like, everyone looks so young. Vin Diesel's not fat. Rob Cohen actually sort of has hair color, you know?
He does.
Dude, that's crazy.
Buffalo Bill has a couple whiskers on top of his head.
Yeah, he has like a beard. That's crazy. I've never seen him without. Usually he's got like a mustache or clean shaven, and he's clean shaven down there too.
He's got one landing strip. So you're a great big fat person. That's all I could hear whenever he would talk. He's like, it's Dom, Brian. You know it's Dom. I was like, stop talking to him, Paul Walker. God. He's going to do something evil. Get away from him. Don't hurt Paul Walker.
Holy shit,
dude!
Man.
Everybody is crazy young. Yeah, Vin Diesel is maybe the sveltest he's ever been in his career.
He looks fucking.
And also, by the way, I have to bring something up that I always forget in these movies, especially because the first movie is not one that I revisit a lot. Would you say that this is one that? Do you revisit this one a lot, or is this one you've seen like the least out of the franchise?
I'll be honest, I've seen it the least. And part of me is, by the way, I was supposed to go to the theater too, and I think one of the reasons why I haven't is because it is like, to me, that was one of my best cinema experiences, or one of the most memorable ones. So I didn't want to like taint it by going and having like a shit audience. And that's like the last time I experienced it in the theaters.
I respect that. Yeah.
Granted, there'll probably be like the 30th anniversary and all this stuff. But at the same time, I was like, actually, I do regret it slightly because the car culture in California is so strong that I think it would have been cool to see it with an audience that was into cars and would quote the lines back. But at the same time, I was like, well, I did see it with a packed audience during like the best age of cinema, so I probably won't. I kind of agree with you. I don't see this one as much. And actually what made me kind of like, I'm glad I rewatched it, but I'll say this movie is so well made compared to the rest of the franchise.
Yeah.
It diminishes the other films. So I feel as the more I watch the first one, the less I'll enjoy the other movies. Does that make sense? Because there's a kind of diminishing return.
Yes.
So for me, I don't want to taint that experience, but I also want to preserve my experience as a film watcher for the newer movies. Because this one is done really well. It bookends really well. The characters are done very well. There's a lot of intrigue. You actually can't tell what's going to happen. And at least for me personally, like on the rewatch, I was like, a lot happens in this movie. There's a lot of cool character development. There's a lot of twists and turns. And they handle every character really well. There's going to be some cheesy scenes. Like, dude, the cheesiest scene to me is when they're playing rap music at like at Vin Diesel's crib, and that fucking
Oh, the
douchebag white
douchebag's playing the
dude
guitar.
starts rocking out, and he's totally ruining the song, but he thinks he's cool doing like these dumb, simple riffs.
I thought
But
you were
at the
going to
same
say.
time,
I thought you were going to say Ja Rule. Ja Rule has one of my favorite moments in the movie when the girl goes up to him and she's like pushing her boobs into the car and she's like, "This is all yours if you win." And then later, when he knows he's going to lose, he screams her name and he goes, "Monica, no!"
dude, can I say the humor of that character is so fucking good.
Yes.
Like the way they set it up, like there's like 50 jokes just for that one character, that brief moment.
Yes, and he's
then
never
when
comes
she's
back.
finally like, "You ain't getting it, you didn't win," and he's like, "No," that shit's fucking
It's
hilarious,
fucking hilarious,
man.
dude.
I love it.
Think about how
Like,
I was
that
thinking about
humor
that, dude.
hits.
Exactly. It's like they handled that so much better, right? Like later on, like I think Luda, I like Luda in Tokyo Drift, and I like Luda in like 5 and maybe he's a little 6. But as you get on, Luda got kind of boring. So it was like they knew they had a plan for Luda, but they made him much less interesting. Versus they had no plans for Ja Rule because they didn't think there were going to be a sequel. There was a new movie. They just gave him this goofy shit to do, and to me, it's one of the best fucking moments of the movie. It's one of the things I laughed the hardest at. But I'm with you, man.
Oh yeah.
I think this first movie. I think let me rewind a sec. Because in thinking about the other movies, and you and me have seen a bunch of them, and we reviewed a few on this show. I used to be one of these guys who was like, "I like the big, stupid Fast and Furious movies. I like when they go to space. I like when they blow up the submarine." Dude, watching this one made me remember how much I liked this stripped down, realistic version of Fast and Furious, and then it got me thinking. I was like, that's what you do for the final movie. You don't do any big shit. You don't do any stupid. You don't go back in time. You don't have Vin racing against dinosaurs or whatever. Fuck that shit. You have bare bones, back to basics, street racing, shoot it practical. Like I missed, like, it was so cool to see Dom as a real character, because like now he's like Super Jesus, where he's knocking over pylons and bridges and shit like he's the goddamn Incredible Hulk. He's surviving shit that no human being could ever survive. And it was cool to see him as like a real charismatic like anti-hero whose power is just that he's super well liked and respected in the community. That's what he does.
But by the way, don't you think, but wasn't it cool also that, here's a little detail that I really enjoyed. As much as they were like amazing drivers, at first I thought about it, I was like, this is kind of stupid. But then as I thought about it, I'm like, okay, it makes sense. I love the fact that if Paul Walker's not driving, he's kind of like, oh shit. And then also when Vin Diesel and Paul Walker's driving and Vin Diesel in the passenger seat, he's kind of like, oh shit. I think that gives you this level of believability to the character, because when you place them in a situation where they have no control and they have to trust someone else, it kind of freaks them out.
Yes.
And I think that having character flaws makes the first one so good, because like you said, they kind of reach God tier to a degree where it's just like, even if they're killing off characters, you don't feel anything. But in the first movie, you actually, I don't know if, I won't say you, I'll say like, for me, I actually felt with the way they foreshadowed things that Vin Diesel's character was going to die. And I think that's what makes the first one fantastic, because you have no clue what the outcome's going to be. Vin Diesel could die, he could escape, he could get arrested, but you as an audience member never really know. And I know it's, yes, you can say you could predict it because the movie bookends, but as you're watching that, you're not expecting a movie to bookend like this. You're just like, okay, big stupid movie and something dumb will happen in the end. But this one actually bookends it. They set up he has to give him that 10-second car. It gets destroyed, but in the end, he finally gives him. It's there's multiple storylines going through this movie that are so simple, but when combined together, it makes this really cohesive universe that's super fun to watch. You love all the characters, the villains you don't like. It's highly unpredictable. It starts off with a heist. It has street racing. I agree with you. Watching this movie, I was like, fuck, man, why did they get rid of the whole believable aspect? Like when that character's attached to that truck.
Oh, shit, yes.
You think he's going to fucking die too, and he doesn't. Just the way they set all this stuff up,
yes,
where every character is in peril, but it's like a believable peril because it feels so real physically.
And think about how
like
nuts
now
that is
you
too.
have them
Like,
jumping off of dams and going to space. It sucks.
you don't like that guy at all. I think everybody hates that guy, but the movie has the movies.
The movie.
I think the movie has shown you that it's so real and so realistic that even though you hate that character, when you watch his arm get wrapped up in that fucking wire outside of the truck, you're like, oh shit, go and Paul Walker save that guy. That guy's gonna fucking die, because it feels real. Exactly. Versus let's jump off a dam. Like, dude, I loved how simple and badass it was. It felt like instantly iconic. Like, the way that Dom is introduced in this movie is so simple. He's sitting with his back to camera in a back room. You kind of see a bit of him. It's only when some shit's popping off that he finally turns around, and then you're like, who the fuck is that guy, right? Versus now, if you're going to introduce Dom, it's got to be some dumb fucking thing like a guy's got to punch his way through a fucking pylon, and you're like, there's Dom! Like, dude, how powerful was it? Just that moment, that reveal, to see his face finally, you're like, oh shit, who the fuck is that guy? And then you're sold.
By the way, when you said that too, you know how sometimes like character reveals can age a movie because it's like, that was so of that era. This one, you're right. It's blocked so well. There's a bit of mystery. It's a cool character reveal. You get every idea of him. He also likes, you can understand how his character is. He's also a loner, but he's with a group of people. He takes care of them. He's actually like a very, if you're into stoicism, represents that perfectly. But also, here's another thing. When Vin Diesel is with Paul Walker, and Paul Walker finally reveals to him on the spot that he's a cop.
Oh yeah.
The way Vin Diesel acts, I'm telling you, people don't give Vin Diesel props for his acting. When he's containing his rage because he can't get upset at him, because he knows if he interferes, his friend can die, that conflict inside him and how he gets out of that is so fucking good, man.
Yeah, it's
and this
awesome.
is also, this is like Vin Diesel riding off of the Pitch Black character, which is very like badass and like emotions are super controlled. And then he does something like that where he's like, the controlled emotion is spilling out, is such a fucking cool thing for him to do as an actor.
Yeah.
I thought that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie because it's done so well. The camera stays on him.
Yes.
So you're getting this like actual response. This movie is fucking brilliant and it's very well done. Actually, to be honest, I'm going to change my mind. I feel as though I should rewatch this because this is how you make a good action movie, I think, with a large cast.
And I think if you want a little more of this flavor, Mark, I don't know if you rewatch this one a lot, but if you're into the more stripped down, sort of more realistic, there's some silly stuff, but the more realistic, you can also skip Too Fast, Too Furious. Too Fast, Too Furious fucking sucks. Go directly to Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift kind of also feels the same way and has that sort of grounded approach with super likable characters. I'm so glad that some of those characters have found their way into the later movies. Unfortunately, the later movies kind of blow a little bit. But
yeah, they're definitely
misused. People, yeah, dude. Like, if you want, I was thinking that the other night when I watched this for the show. I was like, I want to fucking rewatch Tokyo Drift now because I remember it feels a little bit the same way. The reason I say don't watch Too Fast, Too Furious,
right?
It is totally standalone because it takes place after, like, or no, is it previous to the events? No, I think it's after the events of the first movie. But it almost pretends like Too Fast, Too Furious didn't happen. Too Fast, Too Furious is fucking awful. It's awful. It's a slog to get through. They've somehow found a way to make Paul Walker unlikable. Like, Paul Walker, one of the most charismatic human beings ever. You watch him in the first movie and you're like, God damn, this guy's like a movie star, dude. Like, the shit that he's able to bring to the physical performance. There was one thing I geeked out over hardcore was there's a shot. I was like, Rob Cohen, you pizza boy motherfucker. There's a shot. It's towards the end when the cops are coming and Brian is trying to catch up to Dom. He basically drifts his car, stops it, and pulls the gun. And they make it so there's no cuts. There's no setup. The camera doesn't fake you out. It wants you to see that Paul Walker really did the stunt so that he could land the mark in the car, pull the gun. I was like, that's a fucking moment. Like, it was like the simple shit like that to show you the no strings and no effects, I think was the shit I liked the most with this rewatch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm super impressed by that.
It actually, that, by the way, I wanted to bring that shot up too, because I think that was my favorite one in the movie, because I love watching a lot of like, there's a Indian film franchise called Singham, and they do a lot of car stunts with guns and shit. And I think they were influenced by that. One of the coolest shots they have is another one where a guy does like a, like a handbrake turn, except he steps out of the car and starts shooting. But I think that shot is so influential by how it's set up that a bunch of action movies copied that. That shot is fantastic. And I totally agree with you. Like a stripped down, more realistic, more like even, okay. So for example, even though they just even handled the non-realistic shots very well. Like that first drag race, when you know it isn't in a studio to get the close-ups, but they add this kinetic, stylistic energy to it.
Yeah.
And they combine it with these crazy shots that move out of the car onto the street, but they keep that frenetic pacing and shakiness. There's something about this movie that, like, they really know how to make it like you feel like you're racing in this movie.
It feels fast,
most of the other
right?
movies, yeah.
Do you feel
Some
like
of the other
sometimes
movies
when
don't
you
have
watch
that?
Like if you watch like racing movies or some shit, right? And I'm just gonna pull one out of my ass. Like if you're watching Talladega Nights, I'll make it up. It doesn't feel like the car. Like when you cut to wides, it almost doesn't feel like the cars are moving as fast as they should be. Okay, there's something that Rob Cohen does, and I was trying to figure out what it was. If it was just like a simple digital effect, or if it was just like a crank thing in terms of film speed. But like anytime they use NOS in this, it feels like they're gonna take off. Like it's the fastest I've seen cars on film. I don't understand what the effect is. It's super simple, but like the movie knows how to. It sounds so fucking stupid. I know it sounds stupid that like this movie knows how to make the cars look fast, but it's like it's the best.
No.
It does. I don't understand how they do it,
Dude. By the way, there's sometimes like I'll see a movie like I'm gonna shit on Bullet because I think it's a fucking bore fest. I have never been able to get through Bullet. There's something about it where it feels fucking slow, and you're just like, am I watching some grannies drive around? This one, you're right, dude. Also, my favorite fucking thing ever is when the camera goes into the engine bay through the engine itself, and you're just hearing this amazing sound design, like clink, 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 and then I fucking love the NOS scenes, dude. I'll be in my piece of shit pickup truck that goes like 0 to 60 in like 8 seconds, but if I'm listening to like some of the music from the soundtrack, I'll be like, yeah, NOS. I always think of NOS. I mean, I'll go slow as fuck, but you're totally right. This one nails that. Like when they say NOS, the moment they say that, or the moment a character's hand goes for the switches and stuff, you know you're going to get some crazy fast-paced scene. And you're totally right. It fucking hits. Like I would be cheering in the theater if I saw that again on the big screen with that booming audio.
I would almost
want
to see it on
awesome.
like a slightly. Remember the slight curve of the screen at the in the Cinerama Dome at ArcLight when we saw? Yeah, dude, I would love to see this. So cool. Those racing sequences with that like wraparound style screen, not fucking Screen X, people. Fuck Screen X. I'm talking about a curve. There's a slight curvature to the screen. Or there was. Rest in peace, Cinerama Dome. Dude, it felt like they were going to... That was the other thing. I was like, I don't know if I'm extrapolating or giving this movie way too much credit, but I started to like geek out a little bit too over the NOS. Like the way that each character has NOS in their cars kind of represents them without you needing to say it. Like, okay, Dom's NOS is hidden in his fucking seat. It's like it's something the guy
and there's
pulls
no
out.
electric controls.
There's no
at
electric.
All.
It's hidden under the seat. It feels very much like a classy criminal. The guy does. It's a part of him he doesn't want you to see. That guy is about secrets and holding power, right? Brian's got 2 NOS tanks, basically a fucking jet engine strapped to his car. Everybody's like, "How did you not die?" Like that guy has no fear. He's just willing to like blast himself through the drive. Even fucking.
Dude, I forgot he was a nerd with the laptop too.
Yes,
I completely
he's
forgot
got all the
he
controls,
had the
and then
laptop.
the minute the laptop starts warning him, he says "shut up" and he fucking flips the laptop over.
I was like, manifolds, danger, manifold.
Manifold danger. Wait, and then and then Michelle Williams has just like the classy knob, but then I was laughing because the Johnny Tran The Johnny Tran guy has like the fancy buttons on the wheel. They're like clearly labeled. You could tell he's put a bunch of money into it. The guy comes from money. Just those little details. I was like, is Rob Cohen a fucking genius though? He might be.
Dude, can I say something? Just because it's a fucking mainstream Hollywood movie doesn't mean that, like, oh, they did the cool shit. Is that's stupid? You cannot like fucking citizen can't. Shut the fuck up, man. That shit looks cool.
It does.
This movie
It
is like
looks
the
good.
definition of a. I fucking cannot stand that shit. If you make a crowd pleaser, all these fucking film nerds come out of the woodwork like roaches, like, oh, I can't wait for it to play at Metrograph so I can laugh at it. Fuck you, you academic cunt. No one gives a shit about movies you like. Some black and white piece of shit from like or Eggers bullshit movie.
I want to see.
I made it with shit from the 1930s. Fuck the 1930s, man. I'd rather watch some shit like Fast and the Furious, dude.
I want to see Gene Dealman fucking rock a Nissan Altima or whatever with some fucking grills on it. Let's see what she's got.
Dude,
Fuck yeah.
This movie is such a crowd pleaser. Who gives a shit what film nerds think? It's like Rob Cohen made one of the most successful franchise movies ever. It fucking aged well. It looks fan-fucking-tastic.
I wonder why they never brought him back.
Never going to be forgotten, you know? Well, here's the thing is, I think they went like, you know how Marvel just went like too crazy? I think sometimes you just gotta like, if you got a good formula, stick with it. Like, I feel as though make less movies, but make better movies. Like, if you took the last 5 of these movies and just made one good movie out of that,
that would be awesome.
You know, we don't need like 5 shitty movies.
No,
you know what I mean?
And I give Justin Lin a lot of credit because like he's made some shitty ones, but he brought it back. He made some good ones too. But I'm saying they should flip the script. I don't care who they were thinking of inviting to direct the last one. Call Rob Cohen up. That would be a fucking gangster move to call him up and be like, you need to come make this.
I mean, think about it. He's the director that made the franchise, essentially. Why the fuck would you... That makes no sense to me. It's like, this guy made a really successful one that led to like 10 fucking sequels. Right. Don't hire him again, that fucking piece of shit.
Well, I know that he eventually went on to make, I'm sorry, Rob Cohen. He went on to make the worst mummy movie, Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. And I wonder if 2 things. 1, he didn't get invited back because he was busy doing other things and he was like there in a producer capacity. And 2, I wonder if the poor reception from Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor kind of doomed him a bit, and Universal was like, you can't call this motherfucker back to make any of these. He made Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
As though I think he had like a couple flop. Usually, isn't that what happens? You make like 3 bad movies.
Well, didn't he make
they
Stealth
just don't
too?
Hit.
I think he made Stealth,
I think so, yeah.
which was a huge flop, I remember. I know
that movie's super fun, though. I know it sucks, but it's so much fun.
I don't remember a thing about Stealth. That should be one I rewatch.
Stealth. Hold on, I'm going to put a note. I'm going to watch Stealth.
I completely forgot. You know, I always got that one confused. I was like, well, Rob Cohen definitely followed this up with one of those. It was either Stealth, which I think it is, or Torque, which he did not do.
Oh, Torque.
But I always think...
I want to see that one.
I'm like, it's one of those, and it is Stealth. He didn't do Torque. I don't know who the fuck did Torque. Torque was clearly trying to be like the Fast and Furious, like, they're going to
with motorcycles, right?
With motorcycles, with people in the desert and motorcycles.
Rob Cohen also did the Hurricane Heist, too. Remember that one?
Oh, yes, Hurricane Heist, yes.
I think that one also flopped.
I think all these movies flopped. I think the last movie he made money was Fast and Furious. Poor guy. Dude.
Oh my God.
Is there a moment, I don't remember, is there a moment in Hurricane Heist where a pizza man gets out and it's Rob Cohen? He's like, oh, not again. And then the hurricane takes him away.
That would be such a cool thing if I were a director like of that caliber to just be like, I will show up as just Pizza Man in my movies. I would love that so much.
Man. I'm always the pizza man. They're like, this poor bastard hasn't gotten a raise at work. He hasn't gotten another job. He's just always the same pizza guy. That's pretty awesome. The
car never changes after all the years.
Yep. Same shitty uniform. Same stupid haircut. Yeah. That is funny. That is funny shit. I know I felt bad too because they're making a new Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser. They're bringing back all the cast and shit.
Yeah.
And it's not it's not even Steven Sommers, the guy who made the Mummy movies. It's Radio Silence, the guys who made like the new Scream movies and Abigail. And I was like, oh boy, that makes me a little less excited for those.
You know what's weird? It's like, stop getting fucking small movie makers to do big budget shit. I think there's some filmmakers. I know we had a similar. Well, I brought it up in the Love of Cinema thread and it bombed. But I honestly think that sometimes you give some of these like indie film directors a big budget movie and they fucking blow it.
I love that Mark. Love that Mark tracks his progress, his performance on the Love of Cinema text thread. If Mark texts something, like if I throw something in the text thread and nobody reacts, I'm like, whatever, I don't give a shit. Sometimes I'll just say shit just to say something, just to get something out in the fucking world. Mark will say something, and now I know this, so I'll laugh. But Mark will say something, and I know if nobody answers him, he's like, he takes it like a comic that bombed on stage, and he's like, they fucking hated it. And he's like, I bombed with my text. I don't even remember that text.
Was it basically saying that like indie filmmakers, basically when Marvel started hiring indie filmmakers, it kind of like the tone shifted from being like crowd pleasers to like, we have to make some kind of statement.
Oh, I think I do remember this. I think I do remember that.
But it's like, I'm telling you, like, there are directors made for big budget. And the other thing they're doing is they're taking these big budget directors and they just give them small horror films. I think in reverse, it's also bad. It's like some people can do epic scale. Let them fucking do that. Don't try to cook. Convert someone who's like has like a small budget and like they're better working with smaller crews and let them stay there. Fucking keep doing that.
Mark, don't you need someone
invade the fun space, motherfuckers.
And furious is essentially what you're saying.
I'm saying, you know what? Doesn't it feel? Over. It feels like we're trying to get rid of people that make just fun stuff. And it's weird. It's always like whenever you're with film nerds or any kind of a nerd in any one of these situations, they seem to think that the most boring piece of garbage is the greatest thing ever.
Yep.
And anything fun has to be derided or, I can't like that. It's like so many people look at that. I just can't like that as a Desika watcher. Fuck you.
Or they think,
God damn it.
The new thing I noticed too is they think they should get the cool points that you would get for visionary and style and making a good movie. They substitute that with message. They're like, if I have the right message or my character's virtue signal and say the right thing, I should get the points because that's in my movie and that's what I said. And that's what they kind of coast on versus craft or skill. They're like not letting any of that stuff show. They're like, as long as my character mentions that they think I'll make it up, Trump bad, whatever that is, right? That then the movie can coast and they get the points and they get to like, right? And for the record, I think Trump is bad,
they always do this thing where they're like, we have to take present day politics and inject it into our movie. Yes. And it's like, dude, everybody in that fucking theater is surrounded by this shit on social media, life, and other idiots that enter their lives and can't stop talking about politics. It's like, okay, enough of that shit. Also, the other thing too is, yes, I always bring up that movies should have some kind of positive or good message. I understand that. But I also at the same time don't think that a movie is the parent of the audience.
Agreed.
Like, these are my stupid children. They don't know how to behave and do things because I think they're idiots. It's like, these people are just as intelligent as your dumbass because they're humans with brains. Stop trying to like program the fucking audience. Just give them a good time. That's why movies were packed back in there. I mean, look at Jurassic Park. Was there like some over? Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
Indiana
I
Jones.
also think
look at Indiana Jones and the Transformers movies.
I think that inspires great thinkers too, is escapism. I think if you're able to give your brain a break, you're able to give your system a break from a constant barrage of information and noise. You're able to just have fun for a bit. I think that helps you. I think that helps you think. I think it makes you a better person. I'm not even kidding, dude. I think escapism all the way. I think any of these educators would tell you the same thing. I think if you're constantly
right.
Yeah, and you hit yourself against the wall all the time and you don't take a break, I think your performance is going to suffer. But like if you fucking chill out and watch Ja Rule, get fucking bullshitted at a car event by his maybe girlfriend, that shit's hilarious and you will feel better about yourself.
Well, think about it this way too. It's like even in the stand-up comedy realm, it's sort of like every stand-up comedian is now a political commentator to a
Yes.
degree where it's like I've stopped watching stand-up and all this shit. I don't need to be preached to. I just need to be. It's an entertainment fucking industry.
Entertaining.
Nobody's going to the fucking theater too. It's like you're getting all these movies and they're getting big box office because what is it? It's like $30 fucking. Back in the day, these movies used to do good on like a sub $10, sometimes $3 theaters and $7 for a movie.
Yes.
Now they have to be like fucking $30 just to make a bare minimum of what they used to make back in the day. It's like read the fucking room.
And it's
data.
all it's the windows are too short. Now everything's in the opening weekend. Everybody concentrates on that. And to me, I remember that movies, it was the long game. They wanted to make their money back on video rentals and you buying the VHS. They license the rights out to cruise ships and hotels. That brings in a revenue stream, you know? The money can be made later down the line. Anyway,
I remember, by the way, I remember also back in the day too, reading about movies, and it was always like this point of pride. It's like, oh, check it out, Titanic's been in the theater for like 6 to 7 months. Dude, Titanic today would be in the theater for like 1 month in the premiums and gone. Like,
yeah.
even if it did well,
and then
they
on
would just
Disney
boot
Plus
it
in
out
2
of
months.
the premiums.
Yeah, watch it on Disney Plus in 2 months.
Well, you know what the thing is? It's like the problem is it's sort of like the Fast and the Furious where there's like 10 of them. It's like the industry is making I totally agree with Ridley Scott. Make less stuff, but higher quality. I think we're bombarding people with crap to a degree where eventually they're just going to get, you bombard people too much, they're going to get sick of it. And then you're going to kill off your whole industry.
I know you're going to be upset. I have been bombarded by that goddamn Dog Stars trailer so much. I almost don't want to go see the movie. Like, I almost need a month away from it to get away from it so that I can forget it, because all of the images and scenes now are just in my head. I can go through that trailer. I can perform it for you in an airport. Like, I could just do it for a crowd. I've seen it. I've seen that fucking trailer before every single movie I've seen this summer, and it has driven me insane. And then I read that it was like, oh, the Dog Stars is coming out this Friday. I was like, I'm good. I'm so annoyed by that goddamn trailer. That's where I'm at. I'm like, I need to wait till streaming because I will not give this movie a fair shot. I'm already going in with like this asshole because it's constant. It's not Ridley Scott's fault. I'm sure the movie's great, but I'm like,
well, I'll
speaking
tell
of
you
Ridley
one
Scott,
thing.
I'm like, I can't.
To agree with you on that, I think that trailer gives away too much of the story. It's basically every trailer I've seen for that movie is like, this is just the summary of the whole movie.
Yes.
It's like, why are you giving away a fucking awesome looking movie? Why are you telling us everything that happens?
Yes, I remember there was a very early version of the trailer that sort of suggested or made it seem like Josh Brolin dies, where you're like, oh, he's gonna have that kind of role where he's like the sage dad-like character, and then he goes. But now the new trailers show him with the fucking black face paint, and he's out there with like a machine gun.
He's doing blackface?
He's doing blackface. Josh Brolin doing blackface. He's out there with a fucking machine gun. And and I was like, oh, so he lives and he goes and fights with a bunch of stuff. And the movie, for whatever reason, the trailer was making me try to think that he was going to have this like very sad sacrificial death scene. And now I'm like, oh, it's him, Guy Pearce. They're all fighting and shooting at the cannibal people. I was like, I'm good. I need like a month off from this fucking trailer.
My hope, I'm still going to see it because I love Ridley Scott.
Oh, I know.
My
I know
hope is
your guy.
that someone did some sort of deceptive thing with the trailer. That's always my hope. And you're actually not just watching this movie and check marking things in your brain for the trailer. Like, okay, that scene from the trailer's done. All right, that scene from the trailer's done. I guess we're getting toward the end because all 80% of that trailer has been checked off so far. And
Right.
Nothing has changed to a degree where I felt like they did something different than a trailer.
Like, how cool would it have been to go to the movies, see Dog Stars, not know much about it, and have that reveal where the guys are on top of the plane, right?
Dude, that looks so
feels
fucking
like it's
cool.
going to be a big moment. It's been ruined for me so many times. And now the newer trailer has that like right in the middle. It's like, yeah, there's a guy on the plane. I'm like, wow, they're not even, you don't even get that. You don't even get the fucking, the anticipation of the guy. The guy's already there.
Well, you know what it's like? It's like ever see a trailer for a comedy and you're like, oh, I really want to see this. And then like 9 months in before it releases, you're like, I've seen that trailer so many times that every single great joke that was in there is fucking ruined.
That's how I feel about Super Troopers 3. That's why I did not go see Super Troopers 3. And I love Super Troopers. But I felt like I'd seen every goddamn joke in the movie. I was like, this is ruined for me. I'm just fucking waiting. It's okay. Apparently everybody else felt the same way too, because it's already out of theaters. It just came out like last week. Oh,
dude, I didn't even know that was in and out already.
Yeah,
I thought it was something coming out soon.
It died in a week. It's gone. It's fucking just gone. Dude, I would go, I'm like a popcorn bucket guy. I go and I saw all the fucking...
Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, the fucking Super Troopers 3 popcorn bucket, which looks great, by the way. It's got it's a bucket with the fucking trooper hat on it and the aviators and a mustache on the outside of the bucket.
That's pretty cool.
It's a very cool bucket. Here's what's ironic, Mark. I saw that bucket 3 weeks before the movie came out. The goddamn bucket lasted longer than the actual movie because the bucket is still at the theater and you can go buy it. And the movie was in and out in a weekend.
That would be the equivalent of buying 3 copies of Ben-Hur to make money.
People are going to love Ben-Hur. They're going to want more of this. 4 hours isn't enough. I have to get Ben-Hur.
Colin Heston. Everybody loved that guy.
Dude, my favorite part of Ben-Hur is when a pizza guy showed up in the middle of the fucking chariot race and it was goddamn Rob Cohen.
Fucking chariot racers.
Fucking chariot racers. Get out of here, pizza bitch.
They all whip him as they're going.
Wait, really quick, back to Fast and Furious. Did you remember that Leon even existed? Because I didn't. There's a member of the gang, right? It's not the douche guy
Leon?
with the guitar. It's the other guy. The other guy that's in the gang that has the muscle shirt on. And he's like the 4th guy. He's like the Ringo Starr of their team. I forgot that fucking guy existed.
Oh, dude, yeah. He's like that actor that that guy probably never made it,
That guy never made another movie. I'm not talking about the genius kid who works on the engine.
He's like the friend of the douchebag
Yes,
guy.
he kind of looks similar.
He always wears a singlet. Yeah,
yes,
he's a skinnier version of him, but slightly taller.
Yes, and he goes with them on the heists and shit. And you're like, oh, right. Dude, I kept seeing him and I was like...
Yeah, he's a total nothing bun.
He's a nothing presence. And I kept forgetting that he was part of the crew. During the street race, when they cut to him and he's got the walkie-talkie, he's the one who tells Rob Cohen to fuck off. But he's like, there's no cops, we're rolling. I'm like, who is that guy? Oh, that's Leon. That's the guy that's in their fucking crew.
I was like, damn, you know what the other thing I didn't realize is Vin Diesel's crew got a lot of whiteys in it in this one, right? He's just hanging out with heavy metal douchebags.
He didn't get Luda. The only good thing that came out of Too Fast, Too Furious was Roman. I love Roman. Tyrese. Roman is from Too Fast, Too Furious. So without Too Fast, Too Furious, you don't get Roman. Roman is a huge part of the family now. You also don't get any family. Vin doesn't say anything about family. That's what I realized too. There's no family bullshit. The only person who says family in this movie is Johnny Tran. When he's like, you fucked with my family and sent the SWAT team inside my house. Right?
Dude, that scene, by the way, was really cool.
That was
where
great.
He's like, everything's going great. And then this fucking SWAT team just boots the door down.
Dude, it was so satisfying watching Johnny Tran's dad bitch slap him too. I really like that.
That is the most Asian thing. If you fuck up, that Asian dad ain't gonna side with you.
Mark,
he's gonna fucking slap your ass.
In an Asian house, if SWAT came in and they grabbed you so you could not defend yourself, would an Asian parent still smack the shit out of you while you were in it, unable to fight back?
First they would yell at the cops for not taking their shoes off, and then they would slap the kid. But shoes off first. Dude, okay, here's a funny story. One time there's my aunt didn't know how to use the stove and just left the gas on and fucking gassed our whole house to a degree, and we were all out. And the firefighters came in and they kicked the door in and they checked everything and shut the gas off. But my mom wasn't happy that the firefighters saved the house and removed the gas vapors.
They didn't take their shoes
She
off.
was so mad that the firefighters didn't take their shoes off, and I was like, Mom, those gonna fucking take their shoes off if you're a firefighter.
And then
what the hell?
She bitch slapped you like kapow.
She's like, shut up, bitch.
Dude, it's not even a regular slap. It's the most embarrassing of all slaps, the bitch slap. And he gets bitch slapped.
Asians don't backhand though. They fool on. You ever watch those slap competitions that they got
Oh
now.
yeah,
What was
yeah.
it called? Like,
Is that what it's like?
it's like the full on. You get the whole palm on the face.
They telegraph it like in the slap competition. They really want to line it
No,
up.
no, dude. Asians got that kung fu fast shit. It's just like boom. You just like you're standing there, and then suddenly there's like a red handprint on the side of your face, and you're like, "Holy shit!
Holy shit!
That was fast and furious."
Hey, there he is. There he is.
Oh, here's what I want to tell you. Actually, since you brought up, is it Johnny Tran? His cousin. That guy always plays like the Asian bad guy in like
Yes.
24 and stuff. Dude, that guy was. I never realized that motherfucker was ripped.
Yes,
Like everyone in this movie is fucking jacked.
they're jacked except for Buffalo Bill. Everybody's ripped. Every
Yeah.
single. It was so funny to see all of them because you've grown with the Toretto family, with the crew.
And they've grown.
They've
as well.
grown, right? They've inflated. But
Sideways.
here, they're in their prime. Like everybody is like cut from stone. And then by the time you get to F9, like even John Cena looks puffy. He wasn't even in this one. Everybody just looks kind of fat and flabby.
No, but you know what's crazy about this? This one actually didn't it feel like this one? They were ripped, but at the same time, you're like, yeah, well, they're fucking fixing engines and shit.
They're
so it
lifting
makes sense.
engine blocks and yeah.
Dude, when you get to Vin Diesel when he's battling The Rock, and they're both these fucking Hulk characters, I kind of hate that now. After
Okay.
watching this one, I'm like, oh, when they have that table fight and they're just slamming things, they're like crashing through walls.
I love
and
a
then they have
big guy
fucking
fight,
Hobbs
though.
and Shaw.
I love a
Oh.
big guy fight, though. Like, that just takes me back to wrestling. I love that shit. But I hear you. Like, now seeing this, I want more of this. Like, dude, that shot, it's still in my mind. That profile shot of the final when the two cars beat the train and they drive through the guardrail, and it's a profile shot, almost like a racing shot, so you could see them cross the line, like it feels official. That shot is fucking bananas. That's a shot, man. That's a shot that somebody got. No fucking cheats, no digital. Somebody got that on film. They didn't fuck up. They had to get it. They got it once. Awesome fucking job. I love that. Whoever
By the
did
way-
second unit on this movie, good fucking job.
I have to say, because I don't know if you had this experience, I totally agree with you, and I'm going to bring up that scene too. When it happened, because I hadn't seen it for such a long time, I remember that. By the way, here's something really quick that fucking pissed me off. They set up this dope fucking car, and then they goddamn wreck it like instantly.
Yes!
Anyway,
The Charger.
I do remember that car wrecks, but I didn't remember if it was before the train or after. So when that whole scene was unfolding, the way they shot it, you're totally right. I was like, oh, fuck, what is going to happen? I didn't
Heart in your
remember. And it was,
chest. Yeah.
it's so suspenseful. And they got that dope shot of like the trains coming from the front and the camera's like pushing in toward it. It gets you like amped up. So that's why I say I don't give a shit about what any of these like dumb filmmaker or like, academics have to say. The way that scene, I totally agree. The way it's constructed, really,
Yes.
if you're talking about how, okay, so all these other dumb filmmakers and the people crying and feeling sad, this one just amps you up. You're like, you get this sense of danger,
Yes.
and
And
you
you like
feel like
them-
you're flying with
You
them.
like them
Oh my
so
god,
much,
it's crazy.
you don't want either of them to come to harm. That's how you know the movie, at least in my opinion, that's how you know the movie is working. Like, I was enjoying watching Brian and Dom so much together that I did not want Brian to reveal he was a cop. Like, every time that was
Yes.
about to happen, I was like, Brian, don't fucking ruin this. This is actually like a nice thing. You have a nice family, a good friend here. Like, don't do this. And when Brian finally did it, I was like, fuck. It was heartbreaking. And I was like, this movie's really working on me.
But you know what's the great thing about that scene is too? It's like, it feels like it's heartbreaking, but at the same time, it's like he's willing to destroy his reputation
Yes.
with Dom, something he's built up just to save one of his friends that treated him like shit.
Yes.
It makes him such a much better character as a result of that. He's willing to ruin. He's got this new girlfriend that he's really close to, and their chemistry is great. And he's willing to throw all that away to save someone who's been a piece of shit to him. And
Yes.
it kind of speaks volumes to the Paul Walker character. And I feel as though that's why people loved him so much, is because that first movie makes him, he's a very heroic character. He'll put his life in danger. He does crazy shit, but he also really cares about other people that he meets, even the people that are supposed to be his enemy. He's a very fucking cool character.
Yeah, he's
you
a
know?
great character. And it's cool too that like so I think a comp for this movie would be like Point Break, right? Where you have a guy, an undercover cop infiltrating this like gang of like cool guys who do heists and shit, right? And that guy also develops a fucking bond with the leader. He's very charismatic, whole thing, right? But what's crazy is Point Break, and is a movie I love, by the way. I love Point Break. That movie lets you know right away Keanu Reeves is a cop, he's undercover. This movie, Brian, there's no cop shit until about an hour in. Like, you don't know
That's
what
pretty
Brian's
cool,
deal
actually.
is. You're like, is he like weird? Is there something else going? You know something's going on with him, but you're not quite sure what it is. So like when it finally like unfolds, you're like, it's cool. American movies don't do this. They don't wait an hour to show you the main character's a cop. They usually tell you right away. I've actually thought it was really ballsy and effective, because then I was like, the fucking bets are off. Now it's like, it's cool, and it totally reframes the movie for you now, because now you're nervous for Brian in a whole new way. And it's just cool, man. Like, I don't know. I was just like, I was very taken with this. I was like, I gotta rewatch this one more, because the one I rewatched the most, I think, is probably 5, maybe 5 or 7, I think, are the two I've watched the most. And I love both of those movies, but it's going to be hard to watch those now just because of how good this one is.
Well, I think that it's like, we were talking about, maybe I sound like I'm getting mad at indie filmmakers and all these other people that are like cinemaphiles. But at the same time, it's sort of like these movies deserve a place in cinema history as being well made and good. It just because it had a good budget, like a big budget, and was considered like a blockbuster, I feel as though these movies also qualify for being like legitimate parts of film history where they're very well made. I mean, all the stuff we talk about is, yes, this is an action movie, but look at all the things in it that are so well done.
Yeah.
And it's like, to have a Hollywood blockbuster that's also very well done feels like such a rarity today that you really start to respect these early works where they were crowd pleasers and built to entertain an audience, but also challenge an audience in terms of like the characters, the way there's the structure of the story. It's like, yeah, you can make great movies that are crowd pleasers. I think it's something that people should kind of try to be,
I
instead
agree.
of being
Yeah,
like,
filmmakers should emulate that.
Yeah,
Film is
like,
also, it's a populist art. Populism as in it should reach the masses. You should be trying to reach as many people as possible with your film. It's okay to be entertaining. Where does this now sit, Mark, for you? Now that you've rewatched it, 25 years of Fast and Furious, does it change? Like, has it leapt up in your rank, like your personal rankings?
Dude.
Like, are you like, this is my favorite one now, or where are you at with that?
I would say it could easily make a top 10 or top 20 for action movies, because it is to watch something after 25 years and still have the same feelings you did in the theater shows that it's good storytelling, because you have the memories of what happens to the characters. So you kind of know what's going to, I think it's more impressive for an old movie to impress the new version of you, because think about it. We've gone through 25 years of movies. So it's very easy for this movie to just kind of fall slowly down, especially if it's an effects movie. You can say this aged and like takes you out of the experience. But for a movie to age 25 years like this one has and still maintain the core of what it was supposed to do back then, and it still works today and it doesn't feel dated, like it doesn't matter. And also because they're using all older cars too, it kind of feels very contemporary. You almost forget that it's a 25-year-old movie. You kind of feel as though, hey, you could release this now and it's going to be a fucking awesome movie that people will go to.
Yeah. The only thing that gives it away are the phones. That's the only thing that you wouldn't know that it was made today.
Yeah. And even so, you can even say like, oh yeah, these guys are street racers. They're using burner phones. So even the quality of phone doesn't matter as much. To me, this movie, the quality of the movie was enough to get over any of those things that would date it technology wise. And I think it's like one of my favorite action movies. Like all the characters they do what they're supposed to do within the story, and everything about this movie is successful. So I think that I want to watch it some more, and I actually may watch the newer ones less as a result.
Yeah,
that was my biggest fear.
That's what I was really asking, was your ranking in the franchise only.
Dude,
Has it moved
Easily
up in the
number
ranking?
one.
This is
Oh,
number
yeah.
one for you. Yeah.
Think about it this way too. It's like the CG stuff, like we've had this conversation multiple times. It's like the CG stuff always takes you out of the danger element. Like you
Yeah.
watch, the Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, and just you're in the subway. It feels real.
God,
But
it's
nowadays
tense,
they'd be
yeah.
like, oh, we don't have permits for that. We just green screen it. You don't get this level of danger that you do in in the first movie that you do like they're going in fucking space. Like I said, they've already set this shit up where like if a character dies, they can come back. So there's really there's no sense of danger for anything. So you as an audience member, I mean, yeah, maybe you can sit back and be lazy and just eat popcorn, but this one actually you engage with. So I feel as though it should be number one on that list of 10 movies of the Fast series. I think it's the top one now.
I think I would agree. I think it would go for me. I would go 1, Fast and Furious, 5, 7, 8. I'm partial to 8. I know a lot of people don't like 8 with the submarine. I think that one's really fun with the whole ghost cars and everything. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, I fucked up. 1, Tokyo Drift would be 2. Then I would go 5, 7, 8, and then you can put the rest of them in any fucking order you want, because to me, they're all banana garbage. They're terrible. They're just like, it's just bananas, bullcrap, space, the fighting, just stupid shit. And I kind of just don't care anymore. Let me ask you this. I feel like one last question before we get off Fast and Furious. Does this make you excited to see the franchise come to a close? Like, or are you just like, hey, you know what? The last few movies have been so bad. I don't even want to bother.
Well, here's the thing: is I've never like really shit on the Fast and Furious franchise because they're still super. Even the ridiculous ones are very entertaining. It's one of the most consistent. If you think about a franchise to get to 10, and the movies are still like number one at the box office and doing big numbers, you can't shit on them. They're obviously doing something right. And like I said, even the last few ones that I haven't been a fan of, they're like, I still enjoy them. But there's something about the first one where it's like, if you even look at the way they block shots, the cinematography, the way they set up all the cars lined up, they do it a couple of times where it's just like, here's all these cops getting in their car. They do these parallels between the street racers, cops.
Yes.
It's set up. It's beautiful cinematography. I don't give a shit when anyone says,
dude,
it's a really good looking movie.
One more fantastic shot, and it's so simple, is during the first street race before they take off. There's a really neat rack focus that takes you from Brian to the next car to Ja Rule to Vin, and then it takes you back to Brian at the front. I really like that a lot. I was like, there was little classic shit like that I was like, I miss filmmaking when it was like this. I don't know a better way to put that right now. I guess I miss the organic, sort of realistic nature of that in a big budget movie, because it felt really cool. It almost like
it's like nothing's just lock-off shots.
Yes.
Here's the thing. By the way, this is what pisses me off. If P.T. Anderson did that shot, everyone would be creaming their fucking
nuts
pants
over it. Yeah,
but because Rob Cohen did it, there's just this like, oh, Rob Cohen did it. Fuck that guy. But it's fucking well composed and like everything is very thoughtful in this movie. I think I'm telling you, if people in the audience have not seen this well and you rewatch this movie, it's a good looking movie. By the way, you know what the other thing too is? This movie also is gripping. And I always thought the Fast and the Furious franchise is just like, the first one's just tits and ass and like women doing the flag thing. It's a fucking dude in this one. There's not much, like objectification of women in this movie. Which is, I didn't think about that until I rewatched it. And I was like, holy shit.
Just the Ja Rule part, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, that works for the context of the joke.
I don't care. I love that fucking scene. Watching Ja Rule get clowned is so funny to me. Damn, dude. All right. I think. Do you have? I don't have anything else to say about 25 years of Fast and Furious. I'm pretty goddamn set.
You should tell people about the post-credit scene.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was a funny little detail.
I have seen this movie a few times, and I'm a big fan of the franchise. And I texted Mark about this last night because I was like, I can't believe it that I've never stayed through the credits. Of course, like 2001, we were not sitting through credits of movies. You saw the credits and you would go, right? So that was like a very much a Marvel thing, right? 2009, 2010, something like that. So now I'm in the habit of I sit through every goddamn credits. It's like the thing you want to talk about the love of cinema text thread. That's what I do. I'm the goddamn PSA guy. I always tell people, hey, here's what's during the credits, right?
Thank you.
So I sit during the credits now. And so I sat during the credits of this movie that I've seen for 25 years, and I had never sat through the full credits because little did I know there's a goddamn post-credit scene in this movie that shows Dom going to Baja, Mexico, and basically like setting up his new life. Like he made it. He escaped. He's not going to go to jail, which is the one thing he didn't want to do. And I was like, to me, it was finding a new bit. It was discovering this thing that had been hidden from me. I texted Mark immediately, and I was like, Mark, did you know? Because Mark sometimes like doesn't watch the post-credit scenes. He's like, whatever. I text him immediately. He's like, oh yeah, I've been knowing that shit forever. I just discovered it for the first goddamn time.
That was like one of my memories from the from going to the theater. Is just like I have a good friend that I used to watch movies with back in the day, and he loved like. As respect to the filmmakers, he would always sit through all the credits. So that's like one of the reasons why I knew about that, because if I watched movies with him, we would watch all the way through, which is a really cool thing to do.
That is a cool thing, yeah.
But back then it wasn't like you're right, you weren't expecting it. And most of the time it was a post-credit scene. It was just some bonus goofy thing.
Yeah, it was a blooper.
Or it was just like them telling you to get the fuck out of the theater. They're like, what the fuck are you sitting here for? Which I thought was funny.
It's like Ferris Bueller. It's like, hey, what are you still doing here? You go, goodbye, right? It was like an insult. Get out of here, right? We were trained to just get the fuck up and go. So it was like cool, man, just discovering this new bit. And I was like, and it's shot beautifully, and there's Mexico, and you're like, damn, dude, look at this. The movie. It's fucking awesome, dude.
By the way, that LA is such a cool. That's why I agree with you. And I'm glad Vin Diesel's like, we got to go back to LA. LA, I love California movies, and specifically the LA movie. There's something about LA, the grittiness, but in combination with the beautiful lighting you get.
Yes.
That makes this movie look like very special. It's like, it has to be in LA, you know. It's like one of these movies you can't take it to fucking Weehawken or some bullshit place and be
I love seeing LA at night, and I also know one of my favorite things too is like that's so LA, like all the Johnny Tran gangster guys all have like leather pants that are like snakeskin. I'm like, that's so Hollywood. Like that's just Hollywood bullshit you would see. Like if a guy worked at fucking Amoeba Records, he would have those pants. Like it's just so LA. It's so true. That's true, dude. That's true as hell. All right, Mark, should we go to Rex?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fucking do it.
Let me grab my list.
I'm gonna rack it, rack it, rack it, rack it, rack, rack, rack. I'm gonna rack it, rack it, rack it, rack it, rack, 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 rack.
Well, I go on facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
Hey, thank you. This one's for Rob Cohen.
What the hell's going on around here?
Street's closed, pizza boy. Find another way home.
Goddamn street racers.
Goddamn street racers.
I love his delivery too. I should have known that was someone from the crew, the way he delivered that line too.
Goddamn street racers.
Yes.
There you go. Rob Cohen. Thank you, buddy. Also, by the way, Rob Cohen, I also want to point out, made another movie that I love that nobody ever talks about, which is Dragonheart.
Oh, Dragonheart's fucking amazing.
I love Dragonheart.
Dude, when that movie came out, it was awesome. Oh,
nobody ever talks
Matt
about
gave
it.
me the DVD.
Yes, dude. Nobody ever talks about Dragonheart. It's a fucking great movie. That guy made it. So thanks, Rob Cohen. Good job.
Yeah, that guy rules. Rob Cohen's the shit, man. Like a lot of great movies came from that guy, and nobody gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit. I love the Mummy movies, and I forgive him for Tomb of the Dragon Emperor because I like his other movies so much.
Oh yeah, dude, that guy really knows how to make an entertaining action movie. I have to say, even though I never liked that Mummy movie, when I saw it in the theater, I had fun. Even though it was disappointing, it's still a fun movie in a right setting.
I can't say anything nice about it, so I'll just refrain from saying anything at all. Goddamn street racers. Mark, how many? It's been a while since we've been on the show. Mark has 89 Rex.
I have 7.
Oh, wow, I'm surprised. Okay, great.
I think I'm excluding some other ones, I guess, because I just don't remember them.
I'll just say quickly before we start, because I am watching 2 shows. I don't want to talk about them much. A, because I'm not done with them, but B, because there's just not much to say. I'd rather talk about the movies. I want to let everybody know I'm watching season 2 of Batman Caped Crusader because I loved the first season. This is the animated noir Batman that's like set in the kind of 30s style Batman with the really long ears. It came out a couple years ago, but the new season is new. Obviously, this one just came out. So I really like the first season, so I'm watching the new one. And enjoying it so far. I think I have like 3 left. And you know, I love Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso came back, so I'm watching Ted Lasso. I will not say anything yet. I'll just say that it's nice to have Ted back. Okay, all right. I got a few too. I got 1, 2, 3. I think I've got 9, but 2 of them are going to go together. Funny enough, because they're Mark Recs. I realized I looked at my Mark Rec list and I was like, hang on, I unintentionally watched 2 Mark recommendations this week.
Oh shit.
So there you go. Mark, you want to start us off, dude?
Yeah, I'll start off. I finally watched, after talking about it forever, I finally watched 8mm again. Dude, that movie's aged so well. It's almost on like a level of, I'll put it on the level of a 7 movie. You can't tell what's going on. The reveal at the end is dope. It's kind of like, the topic is very, I guess it's like, it can be applied today, I suppose. It's a fucking awesome movie, though. It's aged really well. It's really gritty. It's not like when people think Joel Schumacher, and if they're thinking the Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, it is the opposite of that. This movie is very engrossing. I love movies like this where it's just like rich person hires PI to discover something. That's like one of my favorite genres.
Yeah, it is a good genre.
And this movie does it so well. The cinematography is gorgeous. Yeah. And Nicolas Cage has probably one of his best performances because it's understated. He doesn't go insane. And the character he's playing has to like deal with very disturbing stuff while on top of that maintaining his relationship with his wife and child. It's very cool. It's also, I think it's like up there with 7 if you're talking about thrillers, and I don't know, you have to see it. I think it's like, it's very underrated.
It's a great movie. Also, it's kind of funny now I'm realizing, because like in the 90s, right, Cage had his like double shot of action where he did like Con Air and Face Off in the same year. I want to say that he had a Seedy Investigator double in the same year, which was Snake Eyes, a movie I love that nobody ever talks about.
I fucking love that one.
Snake Eyes, right? And 8mm. And it was both movies where he played like a seedy investigator in a twisty mystery that kind of kept fucking him over at every turn. You just kind of made me realize that. Yeah, dude, I love 8mm. That's a great fucking pick, man. Solid, brother, solid. I say it like a South African gangster, solid, bro.
The last thing I'll say, the only sad thing is there is no 4K, and it deserves it.
But it's got a good Blu-ray. I have a digi of the Blu-ray, and I know it looks good. But yeah, it is screaming. Yeah, it does. It's screaming for a good 4K. I don't know why they haven't released one yet. Because it's Sony, right? Sony still makes discs.
I think so, yeah.
It's a Sony movie. They should release that shit. Yeah. Okay. First off, I want to talk about a new movie. Ooh. This is not the Mark Rec. New movie. Mark, I saw the Anthony Bourdain movie, Tony. I don't think I talked about it on this show yet.
I really want to see it.
So, dude, at my local, it's they do a thing like they call it mystery movie, and essentially it is you buy a ticket and you don't know what movie you're going to see. It could be, it's just not going to be horror. Cool. It could be anything but horror because pussy people will complain that if it's a horror, if they show up, it's a horror movie, they don't like that. So I didn't know what I was getting. I just knew it was going to be a horror, and it was Tony, directed by our new favorite guy Matt Johnson, who made Nirvana the band, the show, the movie, Blackberry,
The Dirties.
The Dirties I still have to see. Dude, he's fucking amazing, man. Like it's like, okay, all of the weird experimentation that he does in the other movies, this is him just making a straight like biopic, and he does it so fucking well, but it's still got that like Matt Johnson style awkward humor. I loved it.
Is
It's
it
one of
like
my
when
favorite
David
movies of the
Lynch
year.
did the Straight Story?
A little bit, just kind of proves that he can tell a straight story almost better than anybody else. I love Tony, man, and I know you're gonna like this movie because you're into food and you've been into cooking and shit lately. I also like that too. But dude, I'm not like the biggest Anthony Bourdain fan. It was more kind of like cool to watch. I love watching kitchen movies where you could like you feel like you're part of the crew, you're part of the staff while they're back there. It's like one of the reasons I love Ratatouille. But dude, the food shit in the movie is great, and you even learn a bit, which I thought was kind of cool. But I'm gonna tell you
Oh, that's
something.
cool.
I know you're gonna love this movie, and I know you're gonna love Antonio Banderas, his character.
Ooh.
He steals the movie. He's fan fucking tastic. This is like some of the best Antonio acting I've ever seen, ever.
Really?
From Antonio. Yes, he's got a great character. That helps because his character is so fucking likable. Great
Damn.
movie, dude. Tony, highly recommend. It's one of my favorite things I've seen this year. Expect to hear it on my favorites list at the end of the year.
Oh shit!
I
Wow.
loved it. That's
That's
two.
high praise.
That's two goddamn Matt Johnsons in 1 year. Nirvana and Tony. I love them both.
Okay, I definitely will check that out. That sounds fucking awesome.
I'm
And I'm
excited
also
to see what
kind
you
of
think
curious
about this.
because I don't know too much about Anthony Bourdain other than he like.
Yeah, neither did I. I just know, and again, I'm not like a huge fan of him. I'm not a gourmand. I don't fucking care about fine dining. You know, I like enchiladas.
A gourmand?
Yeah, like somebody who's like, you know what I mean? Who's like into gourmet food and like knows gastronomy shit, you know, like they just throw it out. Like I'm not that person. But he was a very interesting character to learn about. And my thing was just the blue collarness of it all. I loved like working with the kitchen crew, and it felt you really feel your time back there, and you get to know everybody. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, it was really well made, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna do the mystery movie thing. I don't know. Sometimes it
Does it kind
stresses
of
me
put
out.
you on edge a bit?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. I'm like, is it gonna be dog stars? I don't want to fucking see.
Do you get a discount for doing that, or is it
You
just
do well.
like?
I don't. I think normies do, but I have the Regal Unlimited, so I can see whatever I want for free. So I just roll
Oh,
up.
okay.
So to me, it was
shit, you're a
it was no
subscriber.
risk. Oh, dude, I'm in, dude. I'm a Regal Unlimited shill. I will shill for the program. I love it. I'm fucking using it tomorrow just to go to the. I wasn't gonna see that new Insidious, but now I am because I'm like, whatever. I'll see it. For
Oh,
free.
wow.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, fucking
So,
do it, dude.
using my Unlimited to go see Insidious out of the further tomorrow. Mark, what's next for you, man?
Let's see. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go with a. I don't know if you could call it an indie movie. I saw a foreign film, or it was Surat. Motherfucking movie's crazy.
I gotta see this.
Dude, it totally deserves that Oscar nod. Man, it is fucking awesome. It is so well made. Holy shit. If you like deserts, overlanding, and like looking for daughter stories, I could not tell what the fuck was happening. I would not read anything about it. I would just watch it. Because what happens... Oh, by the way, I'm a huge techno fan. So if you'd like techno music, the soundtrack's a fucking banger. Dude, the title sequence comes in like 30 minutes into the movie with this fucking dope beat drop. It goes from like... because I think they're in Morocco, so it goes into a more like Moroccan style song, and it just goes into this like heavy hitting banger as this overlanding vehicle just like cuts off of the road onto this dirt track. It's fucking awesome.
You know what I love?
Holy
is
shit, I fucking love this
Mark
movie.
texted me about this movie as if I had heard of it, and I had never heard of it. He was just talking like, Surat is great, man. You should really check it out. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I had to Google the movie. He gives me no context clues. I had to Google the movie.
Well,
I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this.
You know why I thought you heard of it? Because during the last Oscars, it got so much buzz.
I don't watch the Oscars, man.
Everybody was
I don't
talking about
fucking
this
like the
movie.
Oscars.
Oh, I don't watch the Oscars either, but
Yeah, I don't know.
when it was in all these like contender conversations, it kept popping up, or like, and you know, you just get cinema news and like The Rock's getting nominated.
How do you?
And I think it's
how do you
like
spell this? People at home might want to know.
SIRAT, and I think it stands for like the meaning behind it's very cool. It's like a journey where it's like I think it was there was a battle, and to win the battle was such a huge cost that even though they won, it was a loss. So that's the theory behind the name or the meaning behind it. It is such a cool definition too. When you watch the movie, it's awesome, but
Damn,
it's very.
okay.
it's very sparse. It's very deserty. But you know me, I live in the desert, so of course
Yeah, you
I love
like
that
that.
shit.
You like that. And it's got the EDM shit that you like.
Yeah.
So you're all over
It
this
doesn't
movie.
Yeah, it also doesn't handhold you, and it's just like anything can fucking happen, and it's fucking awesome. It's so cool. I love the way this
I
movie
appreciate
looks.
that you thought I would know what this movie was. It was just like, it was totally out of nowhere. I was like, I have no idea what he's talking about. It's like, okay.
You're one of these guys that I always think because you have this like encyclopedic memory of film. I always
thank
feel
you.
as though you just have like a toe dipped in everything. So
Oh,
I always
wow.
kind of
Thank you.
assume that you've seen everything because you do absorb a lot, which is cool.
Yeah,
as a creative.
I'm
So-
just cards on the table, man. I had never heard of it. I had no idea what you were talking about. And my thing is too, is like, especially for movies, I'm like, oh, I usually am aware of film. So I'm like, either this is some super, super, super indie movie I don't know anything about, or a blind spot for me is international movies. So I assumed right away, I was like, because Mark watches a lot more international movies than I do. And I was like, oh, it must be, this is a global movie. That's why I don't know what it is. I like those movies, by the way. I do watch foreign films. We used to call them foreign films. I do watch foreign films, but I kind of just sometimes I have to get in a groove with them, or I'm very specific. I'm watching it for a reason. Like this, somebody that I know has been like, hey, you need to go see this. I don't really like know how to find them or go out of my way to look for them. In that way,
but you
maybe
know,
I
one
should
of-
try, but.
One of my ways of finding things or good foreign films is I just see what Arrow releases. For example, Steppenwolf is, if you like Steppenwolf, I'll say, which is that Kazakhstani film I recommended, which was like this nod to Mad Max and psychotic people. But Steppenwolf and Surat both have this like kind of slice of lifey feel. They're very dark and terrible things happen, but they feel like very realistic and believable. Like when you see stuff happen, it's not like there's nothing stylized about it. It's just like, oh shit. It's just like you're watching a documentary open of terrible shit happen, which is really cool.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Surat. That's from 2025, by the way. If you're looking it up at home and you want to see what this is, it's directed by a guy named Oliver Lax. L-A-X-E.
Yeah, I never heard of him before. I think
Never
he's like a
heard of this
young.
guy.
He's probably around our age. Oh, last thing I'll say about this movie. I was watching it and I was like, man, what a cool movie. It must be easy to make. It's just 3 overlanding vehicles and a small cast, and maybe you got the techno scenes, but you could shoot those with other festivals and shit. I watched the credits of this motherfucking movie, the longest credits scene ever, longer than a fucking Marvel movie. I was like, how did it take 100,000 people to make this fucking desert movie with 3 vehicles?
It takes a village, dude. It takes.
I think that kind of discouraged me slightly. I was like, how the fuck am I ever going to make a movie? I need 100,000 fucking people.
Yeah, right. That little kid that made Backrooms is like 18 and he made it on his computer in Blender. Anybody can do anything. And by the way, I say that with respect because I loved Backrooms. And I think that kid is a fucking star.
Dude, that guy is fucking awesome. I can't wait to see what that dude does next.
I hope he does something cool. I don't want him to rush into a Backrooms 2. I hope he's just like, you know what, I got this other cool. Or maybe this is all he does. I don't fucking know. He might be like the Cube guy that's like, I just want to make Cube movies. That's all I do. I just do it the Cube, and that's it. Like, if he wants to just keep making it, if that's where his fucking inspiration lies, great. I just want him to like,
you know what,
be turned on like he is in this.
if I had to give young horror films, filmmakers advice, I would say, like, if you have a successful horror film, get out of the genre immediately. Because then the Hollywood studios are just going to push you into just being a horror film director.
Yep.
And then that's all you will ever be able to make. And if the moment you step outside of being a horror film director, your audience in the studios are like,
gonna
what
hate
the
you.
fuck?
Yeah,
You
it's the
kinda
same
have to
thing that
do a
happened to the
pivot as soon as you do it.
It's the same thing that happened to Daniel Myrick and Eduardo Sanchez, the guys who made the first Blair Witch Project. That movie was so wildly successful, and they kept getting pushed and pushed and pushed to make horror, and they were like, no, we don't want to get pigeonholed. So they came out with a comedy. They were trying to make a comedy that was like a Monty Python style comedy, and people just turned on them. They just fucking turned on them. Like, it's really sad. Anyway.
Yeah, you can't pigeonhole yourself. That's a bad
Speaking
move.
of horror, can I tell you about a horror movie I saw on the big screen and a horrible experience? Movie was great, experience was horrible. I celebrated Texas Chainsaw Day last week, Mark. Texas Chainsaw Day
Shit, that's right.
takes place on August 18th, which is the date at the very beginning of the movie where the Texas Chainsaw Massacre actually happens, right? It's what John Larroquette's narration tells you. So on August 18th, they've now turned this into Texas Chainsaw Day. You go see the first movie. I'd never seen it on the big screen with an audience. So I was like, it's one of my favorite horror franchises. I'm going to rush out to see it. Dude.
Oh, no.
The movie was great. It was a Fathom event, so it didn't look the best. I find that Fathom events are very hit or miss AV-wise. Sometimes they look a little sloppy. Like, you're like, why does it look like I'm watching a fucking pan and scan like on cable TV? This one didn't look so hot, but it was still cool to see it with like booming sound in a theater. What was not cool was, dude, I guess I should have known better, but it attracted the worst fucking audience. Just weirdos, people who were talking. Like there was a girl, and listen, to be clear, like I've seen the movie, so I don't mind. I don't mind some talking if like, oh wow, this
I can't take it, man.
Dude, I get it. Like if I was a dad, I would want to introduce, horror is very important to me. I would want to introduce my kid if they were interested to horror movies, right? And that's what was happening next to me. So I didn't mind at first. It was like a dad bringing his daughter to see like clearly his favorite horror movie. And she's asking
Wait, how old is the kid?
She's maybe 10 or 11. And she's
What the
asking,
fuck father is that?
she's asking questions. And I don't mind because they're like very soft. You could kind of hear her voice sometimes. Dude.
Daddy, is that how you bisect a woman?
Yeah, right? The
You
worst.
gotta go vagina up.
She's clearly like, she's clearly not into the movie at all. Not in like a I'm scared way, but like I'm bored. And this is what I can't tolerate. Like, whatever, you want to ask your dad questions, fine. This is what I can't tolerate. She gets up and goes to the concession stand, presumably. She's gone for a while. I was like, thank God, I got some peace. Then she comes back with a fucking soda. And she's doing that nervous tick thing where she's pulling the straw in and out of the lid so it's squeaking like... Yep. Dude, that went on for... I want to say 5 minutes before someone else, thankfully, was like, can you please knock it the fuck off? And the kid, like, everybody was like, huh. Then...
You need that person, by the way. I
Dude.
applaud. It is so hard to do that, to get the guts to be
And
like,
it
"Shut the
ruins
fuck,"
your
'cause
movie,
you don't want to
too.
get shot.
Yeah, but it also ruins your experience, too, because you got to step away from the movie to do that. Then, okay,
And also
once-
the rest of the movie, you're like, I had to fucking yell at this piece of shit.
Yep.
And I can't
You're
enjoy this
amped
goddamn
up.
movie.
Yeah, your adrenaline's going. You can't fucking concentrate. You're totally out of it. Okay, so then I thought the problem was solved. Then in the row ahead of me, I don't know what happened exactly, but it seemed like an argument broke out because this lady would not fucking stop talking. When I say lady, she was like a fucking gas station druggie, like a methy lady who was like, I don't know, talking that shit. And then she gets in a fight with somebody and then they're fucking arguing. This is happening, by the way, in the middle of the movie as the movie's going on.
It's a 4DX. Someone comes down with a chainsaw and kills them.
I was like, what the fuck? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Because
You know what's weird about this? It's kind of like, I feel as though it's such a piece, it's like this canon in the horror film industry that the people going there would have like a more reverence for the experience.
That they would be respectful.
Because probably a lot like you, most people probably haven't seen it in the theater, so you kind of want it to be that's an amazing way to experience it. Like, that's fucking crazy to hear that. Did anyone ever go out and say, like, hey, can one of the attendants tell these people to shut the fuck up?
Yeah, I think eventually somebody did, because either that or the meth lady just got tired of yelling because then she just left. And then that guy, whoever she was with, he was like this, he looked like a refrigerator man. He's like, he just kind of side waddled out. And then that guy left. And then it was just a weird vibe in the theater. And then people were chatting about that, like, what's going on? Why did that, what was happening? What did she say? And I was like, are we fucking really going to try to figure out now? But that's where our attention was. It was the worst movie-going experience I've had in years. So, not great. But the movie was fun. The bits that I got to see were fun.
By the way, at what point can you ask at what timestamp do you think you felt comfortable enough to enjoy the movie and there were no distractions? Was it like an hour in, or
Yeah, it was probably about an hour in once the shit pops off and they're in the house and the chainsaw starts revving up. Once that happened, everybody kind of quieted down and we just got to enjoy it because the movie's short. What that happens and you've maybe got 20 minutes left. So I really got to enjoy the final 20.
That fucking sucks, dude. I'm so sorry that happened.
It sucked, man. It sucked. But the movie was great, but it did suck. It was hard. It was really hard, man.
That also bothers me that they gave you a shit copy too, because isn't there like a 4K out?
Yeah, I
have some sort of.
I own several
DCP
4K versions
copy.
of it. Yeah, there should be a very
there's no
decent
excuse.
copy. Yeah, it's Fathom. It's Fathom. They do this crap all the time. And I thought, well, at least if I go, right, I'll get some swag, like a poster or something. Because I've been getting those at other screenings I've been going
And
to.
that dope patch
patches I've been
too.
getting and like pins and stuff. Nothing. So it was like,
dude, the poster you showed me looked dope too. That would have been fucking.
That would have been
awesome
amazing, dude. That set the tone. I rolled up. They were like, nope, there's nothing. Here's your screening room, and I was like, oh boy. And then here comes the bullshit. It was like one fucking mistake after another, one battle after another, as Paul Thomas Anderson said. So there you go.
So did they have that J.J. Abrams clone doing an intro? What the fuck's that guy's name?
Oh, Ben Mankiewicz.
You know, he's always like, oh yeah, Ben Mankiewicz. Thank
Hi,
you.
it's me,
Did
Ben
he do any?
Mankiewicz. No, there was nothing. Usually, at least before
There's no
Fathom
pre-show.
events. No, there usually is. There's usually like when I went to go see TMNT, they did a whole like, here's a TMNT fan film and a bit of a documentary, and then you get to see bloopers. And I did Indiana Jones. There was like Indiana Jones trivia, and then they had this like cool message from George Lucas, like, thanks for coming to see Indiana Jones, right? Nothing, dude. It was like preview. The movie just started.
By the way, you know what the thing is? That has kind of soured my. Not that I'm expecting merch, but think about it this way: as soon as it's like, it's like, okay, this is the 21st anniversary of the movie. You got 4 fucking years to make a cool experience for that 5th year, motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no excuse.
Yes.
As soon as 21 happens, you got 4 fucking years to come up with some merch. It's not going to cost a lot. Just make this shit on Temu. Just have some shit for your fucking audience. That bothers me. It's like, aren't we celebrating these fucking movies? Why are we not celebrating these movies?
Also, too, by the way, I asked because I didn't get to see the 25th anniversary of Fast and Furious in the theater, but I was like, oh, did they do anything for that? Like, because I remember. Do you remember when we went to Fast X? They gave us the racing towels that said Fast X.
Yeah, I still got mine.
Me too. So I looked around. I googled. All they were doing were the mini posters. That was it. I was like, that's it.
That's fucking lazy.
For 25
the next is gonna
years?
be like. Dude, that's crazy. It's like I feel as though like when you start doing the merch or at least a collectible, you're going to get the movie nerds that were there for the first screening and they want to come back and have like, it's kind of like, it's not just giving away merch. You're kind of showing them like, here's a little memory you have of this time where you got to revisit the movie. That's special to humans. It's like, the theaters are so weird. They're like, I don't understand why no one's going to the movies. You're overcharging people for snacks and you're providing nothing.
You're right,
like,
exactly.
Now people are happy if they get a clean fucking toilet. That's really what it's boiled down to. Oh, I hope the seat's not fucking ripped.
Oh, God, that's rough. Yeah. It's just bad. It was bad. It soured me. I got to tell you, on doing Fathom events, like, I think I'm done for a bit. Like, I'm not going to return because it's just not
You know
worth
what the sad part is, by the way? As soon as you're like, I'm retired from Fathom events, some motherfucker's going to go to another one for like a movie that's not as prominent and be like, come back with like a fistful of merch and shit. And you're going to be like, God damn it.
I got a Gone with the Wind basketball jersey. They even gave me my old Clark Gable hat. Isn't this cool?
It's my smack a bitch hand they gave me for Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Some fucking Gone with the Wind fans are eating good this month. Not Texas Chainsaw fans. The fans that actually spend money on shit.
Dude, by the way, that's the other thing too. Like, horror heads love merch.
Yes.
You want to get the word. That's here's the other thing. Is like, don't have it for one day. Have it for like a whole week. Do cool merch. You'll get the whole week of people coming if you get good word of mouth. The problem with these events is they see them as one-offs. They don't give a shit about word of mouth because they're showing it for one
They
fucking
already got
day.
your money.
Yeah, they just do the most half-ass shit instead of turning these into something like, to be honest, people, the Odyssey and other movies that have done well in the theater proves that people want to go to movies.
Yes.
They will, some motherfuckers will scout tickets to see a good movie in the theater. So what the fuck is wrong with these theaters?
I know, man.
It's like people want to be there.
Yeah. And they have a captive audience. You're there. Like, they can sell you snacks. They can sell you other bullshit. It just works out for everybody. I'm with you, man. Like, they're I don't understand. And they're going to be the ones that are scratching their heads trying to figure out why movie theaters are gone in a few years. Like, well, why don't we have these anymore? Because of this.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking
and
crazy.
I gotta tell you, I had a moment. I'm sorry. I had a moment where when the storm kept me inside from going to Fast and Furious, I was like, I'm kind of glad. Like, I turned to Jess and I was like, I'm kind of glad I'm watching it at home because I don't have to deal with any stupid people. Like, my screening's going to be amazing. I'm going to get to eat my cookies, drink my tea, and watch Fast and Furious in my home with my nice setup, and nobody's going to bother me. It was kind of amazing.
That's true. Yeah, it is. There. That's, by the way, that's another problem with the theaters too. Not to turn this into the problem with the theaters, but they also don't like. You need audiences. Back in the day when like Jurassic Park, when we went to see that, not one person was like talking about anything. You didn't even get hecklers. Like the audiences suck now too because they've been programmed to be poorly behaved in like the theaters.
Yes.
Like. There's no incentive for people that love movies to go to the movies because like the crowds suck.
Yep.
The movies suck. The merch is non-existent.
And they don't play. Expensive. They don't even play that long in movies. So really, it's rewarding. It's rewarding you not going because you know, hey, if I wait a week or two and don't go see it, they'll be forced to put it on streaming, and then I can watch it in the comfort of my home. That's really what it's trained me to do. Yeah, it's trained me to be like example. I even have Regal Unlimited. I could take a chance on whatever bullshit movie. It's free to me. It doesn't matter. But sometimes having a guaranteed good experience takes precedence. So I could be like, you know what? I could go see Super Troopers 3, or I could just wait a couple weeks and watch it at home. And that's exactly what I opted to do. And it was directly informed by that shitty Texas Chainsaw screening that I went to. Texas Chainsaw Day ruined. Fucking ruined, Mark, by meth heads and children. The two groups that ruined Texas Chainsaw Day. Ruined.
Does that sour you from like all these events, basically? Like,
no,
say,
not
for example,
all of
there's
them.
a movie.
Not all of them, but I definitely think Fathom events, I'm done for a while.
But does the crapshoot of, say, for example, think about it this way. It's sort of like now your last experience with, what is it called? With Texas Chainsaw is now like ruined. So
yep.
I feel as though that could also spoil the next time you go because you're like, okay, is the next favorite revival I go to going to ruin my experience of one of my favorite movies?
Yes.
That sucks.
100%. And that also is like, it reminds me because you go to these revivals and they're showing you at prime time, 7:30, 8:30. It occurred to me, I was like, I go at my strategic old man time. I go on a weekday and I go in the morning or I go before 3 p.m. If you go before 3 p.m. on a weekday, any day but Friday, you're good to go. You really don't have any problems. Like 9 times out of 10, I have an amazing screening. 9 times out of 10, I'm seeing the movie on my own, which is even better, right?
That's actually, it's cool to see. Like if you send me a photo, it's like, to pay for a private experience like that is like what, you're $500 for the theater or like I forget how it is. It's pretty expensive, but you're getting like some amazing experiences.
But the thing is if you go to a Fathom or you go to Texas Chainsaw Day, that happens at prime time. And I was like, I'm in my mind, because I go to the movies all the time in my old man time, I'm thinking this is going to be a breeze. And I forget the simple thing of like, oh no, you're going at the popular time. Other people are going to file in. And when you deal with other people, you're going to get dickheads. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I know there was like another Fathom that was coming up this month that I was interested in, and I'm skipping because I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm not going.
Oh, I was kind of hoping that, like, I always felt that the Cleveland audience, like small town America, they're more like respectful toward like horror films, I guess.
I think if you go
classics.
to more art house films or more like independent theaters, but like Regal, a big chain, you're getting the crowd. You know what I mean? So they're maybe not going to be as well behaved.
It is weird when you see some of these crowds. You're like, how did that guy have money to go to the theater?
Dude, that's what I was thinking about the meth couple. I was like, there's no fucking way they bought, because Fathom Events is $20. It's $20.
Yeah, it's expensive, yeah.
So I'm like, each of you paid $20 to be here so that you could get into a meth fight in front of all of us at the Texas Chainsaw Day. I felt like a mother on Christmas whose family was fighting. I was like, how dare you ruin Texas Chainsaw Day after everything Leatherface did for you? This is how you're going to behave?
You stole his aesthetic, his style,
Yeah.
and you can't even shut up.
You look just like him. You have a busted face. He has a busted face. I don't understand what the problem is. Yes.
Except he can't take his face off. That's his like permanent face.
No, he can change his face at Lucky Bat. He has several different masks. He doesn't have to look that way. Oh, God damn
Holy
it.
shit, man, I am so sorry. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. I thought it was going to be like maybe one person acted up and then, you had to like boot him out, but
Nope. It was so bad. It was so bad. I haven't been to a screening this bad in years. So I was due. I had enough time. It was time. Karma was like, okay, let's give you one shitty screening. And that's what it was.
by the way, back when you were a kid, not to be Mr. Nostalgia, but how many bad screenings do you remember where it was like terrible crowd and,
Dude,
couldn't watch a movie?
Before high school, maybe even before college, I'm not even kidding. I don't think I had a bad screening. And I saw movies every week. I was a kid who was always at the movies. I've talked about this on the show. There was no ratings rule in my house. My dad brought me to tons of R-rated movies. I got to see T2. I got to see Alien 3.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I got to see like major movies. All the Steven Seagal movies I saw in the theater. Van Damme I saw in the theater. Like I got to see every Pet Sematary 2 I got to see in the theater. Like I got to see like major movies that people would shit their pants over today. And I got to see them. And I'm going to tell you, I was well behaved. Everybody was well behaved. I don't recall people acting up until I got to New York. That's when I encountered like my first movie talkers and people who were just dicks. No offense to New York City. I'm just saying when you have a populated area like that, eventually you're going to run into run into all kinds. And so that's what happened. But before that, dude, yeah. I mean, what about you? Did you have a bad, when did you recall having bad screening?
I think I would say the first bad screenings I would get is even in New York City, you could find like, okay, 68th Street, good place to go. 84th Street, maybe don't go. You'll probably get talkers. Once I think it was like the only time that you would get and kind of expect people to talk, there used to be at 42nd Street, this $3 theater. And like maybe after 2 months, you would get I saw The Matrix there again after I missed, because if you wanted to see a movie again, you would go to the $3 theater because you got to see it for $3. And Perfect. It was maybe like 3 months old. But you went under you went under the expectation that people are going to talk. You're not going to get the best audience. It's mainly going to be like, like high school kids. So they're going to be throwing popcorn. There's going to be a fucking laser pointer.
Oh, God.
But yeah, you're right. I think that's when things started to go downhill. And then once cell phones came in, it was like game over.
See, that to me is where I think the downfall is. A lot of people like to say, oh, COVID taught us all to be bad audience. No, it started before with the advent of iPhone. iPhone taught people how to be dicks. Because people forgot.
Because then everyone had a camera now.
Everybody has a camera. Everybody wants to be in their phone, and everybody is all wrapped up in their own shit. There's no more like consciousness of space or where you are or whatever. It's all about you. I think the iPhone is the undoing of movie theaters.
Oh yeah, for sure. The other thing too is also social media, because everyone thinks they can, like, look, you go to like a stand-up show and everyone thinks they can interject and like, I'm gonna be on the socials because I'm the annoying harasser person. So now you get all these people that in their head they think they're like, everyone's going to hear their Mystery Science Theater 3000 like commentary, and you're like, shut the fuck up, you're not even funny, bitch. It's like the most unfunny, no personality,
like
just like
crude
total
that was.
fucking bores.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. I hope you do it like that, Mark. That's fucking hilarious. I like how stretched that. Dude, that was like that Key and Peele sketch. Have you seen that Key and Peele sketch where it's like, I said, bitch. That's what that's. No. That's what that sounds like. You have to see that Key and Peele sketch for bitch. Okay. That shit is so funny, dude. I said, bitch. That's what that sounded like. Mark, what's next for you? What's next for you?
Holy shit. Okay, let's see. Wait, you did horror. I'll go with horror. I'm looking forward to seeing Hope, because that director is like one of my favorites. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch all his movies before the new one comes out. I watched The Wailing. It's really good. There was one scene where there's like this guy comes out of the woods and he's like a zombie, and they like stick like a thing in his head. I don't know what the fuck it's called because I don't garden. It's like a hoe, or not a hoe, but
it's like
needle.
A little oh god damn it. It's the thing that you put your decorations on. It's where you hook them in. I know what it is. Yes.
Yeah, anyway, it's sticking out of this guy's head. The acting is so fucking terrible.
Yeah.
It looks so bad. It just looks like and this is a great director. He gets fantastic performance out of the actors, but there was just one scene that was just really goddamn funny. Anyway, I would say that it's his third best movie after The Chaser and The Yellow Sea. Those movies are fucking phenomenal. And if you haven't seen them, you should. The only problem is you probably have to devote like 2.5 hours to them, but they're fantastic. Anyway, I love The Wailing. It looks great.
Great
really
movie.
Cool story. Visually, this guy can like do no wrong with visuals. His films are all beautiful. And the new one looks like he's doing some, like The Wailing felt very lock-off shotty. This new one he's doing where the camera's like moving through
traveling
the streets,
with that horse and shit. That looks so cool.
It is going to be fucking awesome. That movie actually... everyone knows I'm a huge Ridley Scott fan. That guy can do no wrong to me. That Hope, I want to see more than Dog Stars. It looks so much better.
I don't
visually.
blame you, dude. I want to see fucking traffic outside my apartment more than goddamn Dog Stars. I want to see anything more than Dog Stars. I'm so fucking sick of Dog Stars.
Also, by the way, the title, I don't know if that's the title of the book, Dog Stars, just sounds stupid. It sounds like, what is this? Are we watching like dogs compete in the post-apocalyptic for
I think
who
it
has
is the
less
name
scabies?
I think it is the name of the novel. Whenever I hear Dog Star, I just think of that fucking, Keanu Reeves had a band called Dog Star. That's every time that's what I think. I'm like, shitty trailer, shitty trailer, shitty trailer, and Keanu Reeves' band. That's what I think every time. Dude, I love that you're so hyped for Hope. I love that you got super into this guy and just started zeroing in on his movies. That's very cool. I still have to see Yellow Sea, and I got to see the other one too.
I've known this guy for a while. I think back in, it was like what? I forget what year those movies were. But
Wailing, I know, has been a couple.
The Chaser, the Chaser and Yellow Sea are where I know him from, because I would go to the Asian Film Festival with my mom, and you'd see like a collection of like Chinese films, Japanese films, Korean films.
Your mom was watching this guy's movies?
When it's the Asian Film Festival, I always take her to go see. And we just basically pick stuff that we don't know shit about. We're just like, the poster looks cool. Let's go fucking see it.
Let's go see it.
So we would just bounce around, because it's I think it's for the month of July or June. So we would just like, you can go to Lincoln Center. It's playing at the Walter Reed, and the new theater they have, the something Talia, or they have like a whole new setup. But yeah, you would just basically bounce around those two theaters. And I think, if I recall, sometimes they would partner with the Paris Theater. It's a fucking awesome festival.
You love that fucking Paris theater, man. Every time that shit comes up, I'm like, I would not expect Mark to like that theater, because it feels antiquated.
It's an old fart theater.
But
yeah.
man, you love that shit, dude. You speak
I
like
grew up
kindly about
going
the
there.
Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love it.
Well, think about it this way. It's like all those old school audiences that are like that tell people to shut the fuck up. That was the Paris theater.
Why aren't
the
these
Paris
goddamn
theater
old people going to Texas Chainsaw Day, Mark? They would have
You
solved
need
all the
more
problems.
old people.
Yeah,
they don't
do.
give a shit. They'll be like, shut your fucking mouth. Like, they'll do it to another old person. The other old person will be like, I can't hear. Who's that guy? And some other fucking old guy will be, shut your fucking mouth, you old shit. They're like maybe 1 year older than this person, too. So they're not like any younger.
I'm trying to watch the trailer for Dog Stars again.
Dude, I remember in Lincoln Plaza, they would shut people up if they talked during the trailers. Now
Hell
the
yes.
trailers, the theater leaves the fucking lights on.
Oh, yeah.
Some dumbass is just there like talking about his stupid, useless life. Like, and then I had to make up the kids. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Dog Stars is playing, bitch. This is a Ridley Scott joint. But it's weird. It's like, it seems like, also it's like the theaters are mistreating the people by being like, okay, now it's not just like trailers were a cool part. It was like, all right, we're going to get like a couple cool trailers. Now it's like, it's 30 minutes of shitty trailers with ads. So it's just, if you keep shitting on
And
your
sometimes
audience, they're
they'll
not going
trick
to be
you.
well behaved.
You'll get through 5 ads and you're like, okay, the trailers have started. They'll play 2 trailers and 2 goddamn more ads. Dude, I can't with the second wave of ads. No. I don't like that shit at all.
And the worst part too is it's like then they have to advertise the theater you're already sitting in. It's like, this is adult. Yeah, motherfucker.
You're like,
I
I'm
bought
here.
the Dolby tickets,
Yeah,
bitch.
I bought the tickets, bitch.
Yes, isn't it crazy? It's like, yes, of course I know it's a Dolby theater because I had to fucking pay more to get in here. You
I'm
don't have to
already
advertise
here.
how awesome
Fucking
it is.
Dumbasses.
It's like, put that shit in the other thing.
Okay, I'll go. I watched something, it's a rewatch, and I realized that everybody in the movie is canceled now, and I don't care. I love this movie, and I'm going to tell you, before I tell you what the movie is, Mark also, I think, likes this movie too.
Is it a Lenny Riefenstahl film?
No. That's just funny. I was like, you know what? Let me go, because I know it's a Disney movie. I'm like, let me go and look for it on Disney Plus. I'm typing in, the smart type will bring it up if you put the first
what
letter
is
in.
this going to be?
Dude, I'm typing out, now I'm typing the 3rd, 4th, 5th letter. It's not coming up. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? I put the whole title in. It's not on Disney Plus. It's not anywhere. And I was like, hey, another win for physical media because I actually own the Blu-ray. And that movie is The Lone Ranger.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I rewatched
They yanked
The
that
Lone
one?
Ranger. They yanked it because goddamn Armie Hammer and your boy Johnny Depp, who's making
Johnny
a comeback now. But like, dude,
Same with Armie Hammer.
same, yeah, it's kind of. But I was like in the mood to watch it. I was like, I fucking love Lone Ranger. I was telling Jess about it. I was like, it's like a Wild West stunt show at a theme park. It's so fun. And I said the 2 leads have fantastic chemistry. Like Johnny Depp and Armie Hammer have fantastic chemistry, and they're great to watch. They make a really good team. If you want, this kind of got us on like a buddy cop kick. I was like, if you want a buddy cop movie, go back to the Old West and watch Lone Ranger. Also, the final 20 minutes when he's on the train is fucking amazing. Dude, we rewatched it on Blu-ray. It's fantastic. I loved it. I fucking loved it. And my Blu-ray looked so good. So, haha, Disney, you couldn't take the movie away from me. I watched it at home and I loved it.
I think I watched it last year and I totally agree. It's a very well, it's like, I think for a Gore Verbinski film, it's one of his better. I think I put it in his top 3, to be honest, because sometimes he goes too heavy and dark and it's like, he gets a little bit of grapey and all this other shit. This one was like, it actually has its dark moments, but it's super fun, and there's a lot of really great, funny moments in it. I totally agree with you.
Funny moments, dude. And the choreography of the shootouts and the action are so good. Like, it's exactly what you want it to be. It's a big budget, like Walt Disney theme park stunt show of a movie, and I love it, dude. I had the best time. Like, and it doesn't waste any fucking time. Like, in the first 5 minutes, there's like a train wreck, and there's crazy shit happening, and fucking the train's going off the tracks and destroying shit. You've already met Tonto, you've already met the Lone Ranger. Like, it wastes no fucking time. And I realized it's Gore Verbinski, but it's also the same screenwriters from Pirates. That's why it feels like a big action adventure, fun, sweeping you in. Awesome movie, dude. But by the way, if you don't own the Blu-ray, good luck, because Disney doesn't want you to see it.
Oh man, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. But you know what sucks about that too is like, have you noticed that a lot of the new? I've been trying to find new westerns. They're so fucking sad, sacky, and like tiny, and like nothing. It seems like they went from like, you know, westerns being fun action movies to like now they're just like an excuse to be. Let's follow this depressed, drunk piece of shit in some dopey,
It's
crappy
like
small
single
town,
location,
and nothing happens.
Nothing happens. It's sad sack bullshit. There's no shootouts. And then they lie and try to tell you it's some deconstruction of the genre to basically cover up the fact that they can't fucking stage a shootout or afford anything good or afford a goddamn horse, even though it's a cowboy movie. Makes no fucking sense. Go watch Tombstone and tell me you wouldn't rather be watching Tombstone. I'll watch Tombstone any goddamn day of the week. Dude, you know what I snagged, by the way, this week? After I rewatched Lone Ranger, I went to one of my local little record shops who they also sell movies, and I picked up a 4K of Young Guns, which I fucking love.
Shit, dude!
I picked up like a pristine
so goddamn
Young
good,
Guns
too.
4K, dude. I can't wait to pop it in. I'm so excited.
Have you not seen it in 4K?
I've seen the movie several times, but I've only seen Blu-ray. I've never seen a 4K.
Dude, the 4K, I'm telling you, when I was a kid, I only saw it on my grandma's like tiny wood frame Zenith, and it just looked fuzzy and shit. I'm telling you, it looks like a whole new movie. It's so clean.
Oh, dude, wait, I have to tell you.
Crazy.
Mark is going to be pissed. So I was like, I watched Lone Ranger, and I picked up Young Guns, and I was like, Mark has been bothering me to watch this movie, The Professionals, for like years, and I think it could be like a really fun Western. He keeps saying it's fun. Mark, I can't find the Blu-ray. I've looked everywhere, dude. I don't know if it got lost in the move, but I was like, what the fuck happened to this movie? I'm looking at the shelves. I'm looking at all the Blu-ray sleeves. I'm going through every disc. I can't find it. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Fuck. Can I tell you one thing? I know it's like, I think the more I push a movie, the less you're inclined to watch it. But I have to say, man, if this is if you say for example on your deathbed and you've missed this movie, that would have been a
Your
waste
life
of a
is
life.
worthless.
Dude, I'm telling you, this movie has, talking about capable characters, it has 4 of them.
Damn it. I'm just going to see if I can find it on streaming
one of the
or
most,
something.
dude, if you like the action sequences in Lone Ranger, this is like something from back in the day. Dude, they blow up a whole fucking town. It's awesome.
Damn it.
The coolest fucking characters ever. And by the way, it does not feel like stunt doubles. It feels like these actors are actually doing it, and it's one of the coolest casts.
I'm regretting not
awesome.
watching it when you originally gave me the disc, because I put it on the shelf and I was like, okay, I'm going to get to this. I'm not in a big rush. And now that we've moved and like certain things, I'm just like, I can't fucking find it. Like, I don't
pick
have
up a copy, dude. I'm telling you, you will totally. It's a shame that it's not in 4K. It's also a shame that it's like such an underlooked Western. It's a lot more fun than The Searchers, dude. I'm telling you, this
I love
movie
The
I rate
Searchers.
higher than The Searchers. I love The Searchers too, and I've seen it in like at Metrograph.
totally, yeah.
If it plays in the theater, I'm there. I love that movie. But this movie, I'm telling you, you will not want to watch The Searchers after you watch this one. You'll watch this one more than The Searchers.
I prefer John Wayne's final movie, The Shootist, to The Searchers. I'm that weird
really?
guy. The Shootist fucking rules. Yeah, The Shootist is a really
Oh,
good
I've
movie.
not seen it. Hold on, I'm going to write that down.
Good movie.
Shootist.
The Shootist. The Shootist. That's how Ja Rule would say it in Fast and Furious. The Shootist. Monica,
By the way, you
no! That's how he says it. He like screams in the car, Monica, no! That shit is so funny. The Shootist.
Holy shit. By the way, he's one of those rappers that turn actor that I believe when he says lines. You know,
Yes.
sometimes like 50 Cent, he's in good movies, and sometimes 50 Cent's good, but there are times
Mostly
when
he's
his
bad.
like delivery it's like really wooden. You know what I mean?
I get nervous because like I'm super hyped for the new Street Fighter movie. I think it looks fucking awesome. And then as they're going through the cast of characters, I see 50 Cent is in it, and I'm like, oh man.
Can I tell you, I had the exact. I love 50 Cent. So when I think he's gonna be awesome as that character. At the very least, entertaining. I think I'm very excited.
Yeah, he's
I've
playing
always
the
been a huge
boxer
fan of
character.
his.
I can't fucking remember the guy's
Yeah,
name now. He's the
Balrog.
boxer. Balrog. That's it.
Balrog.
Balrog. Ball Ripper. Balrog. I forgot that Momoa is Blanca in that movie. Fucking Momoa.
You know what the thing is? That guy fucking rules. The only problem he's had is like he can be a character, but the movie he's in sucks around him.
Yes.
So I'm hoping this is not one of those
Same.
movies because he's been in a bunch of those recently.
I'm psyched for Street Fighter, dude. I'm really psyched for it.
It looks, and they got a Japanese director too, I think, right?
Yes. It's the guy. I think he does a bunch of comedy and TV, but I think he directed some Widow's Bay too. Like he knows what he's doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's the same guy.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Mark, what's next for you, buddy?
All right, let's see. I'm gonna do. I saw a really fucking cool movie with. I think it's William Hurt. What's his name? I forgot his fucking name. Anyway, it's called Body Heat.
Oh yes,
That movie is. They just had a 4K release, and I watched it. Oh my god, that movie looks gorgeous. There's only one shot in it where like they're in a courthouse, and it happens at the beginning, and it looks like a student film shot it. It's like really flat lighting. But if you get after that court scene, the rest of the movie is fucking gorgeous. It's like, what was that Fincher movie? Have you seen this movie, by the way?
Yeah,
I don't want
it's
to
been a
ruin
long
anything.
time. I've seen it.
Okay, what was that Fincher movie he did with Ben Affleck and like it has this woman that's
You're talking about
with his
Gone
life?
Girl. Gone Girl.
Oh, yeah, okay. I would say that this is the original Gone Girl. It is fucking awesome. The
Dude,
story
you've
is
been on
like,
kind of a Mickey Rourke kick, huh?
yeah, he's a very small character. This is like before his face got, dude,
Yes.
that guy was like a handsome dude. He
Yes.
looked fucking cool.
Yeah.
And his voice was different. Now he just looks like a fucking troll. I don't
He
know
looks
what
like
happened to him.
Leatherface. I think he is Leatherface. Yeah.
He can play Leatherface without any, hey, we can save money on makeup. We get this guy. But anyway, this movie feels like it's like an old school noir made in the 80s. So you get this like gorgeous cinematography. It's beautiful. The acting is fantastic. There's a lot of fucking in it if you like that
Nice,
shit. This
nice.
is like 8.5 weeks,
Hot.
but with silk. You know what I mean? It's more upper class. So there is
very nice.
banging, but it's not as like, it's not as, it doesn't feel as grimy.
They don't do it on the Hilton towel. They do it on silk. It's how we know it's
Dude,
classy.
Everything's silk. They do like a cut up shot of her hand gripping the sheets and it's silk. And then there's a shot of like him gingerly placing panties on the ground and they're like really high thread count silk. They love silk in this. This is like the upscale fucking movie. If you enjoy
He puts them on the floor, and then Mickey Rourke comes out from under the bed and grabs them, and he's like, "Ah, da, 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 da," and he takes them back to his,
he eats
his
them.
troll land. Buddy, it's really crazy. God, I didn't expect this movie to be like this. That Mickey Rourke. Ooh.
Holy shit. Dude, I forget where this movie is located. That's because I'm stupid. But you know how you were talking about like movies that feel hot? This whole movie takes place during a heat wave. Everyone is sweaty
Oh, yeah,
and
dude.
you do feel oppressed by the heat. So if you wanted to add a hot movie to your list, both built sexually
It's
and
Florida.
also
It's Florida.
Oh, it is. Oh, no wonder
is
it's
Florida.
fucking hot as a bitch.
Hot as a
Anyway, it has like
pig.
it does. You can throw that into a hot
Sweaty
climate,
movie
oppressive
competition?
climate, sweaty movie, and it would fit in perfectly. If you haven't seen it in a while and you don't remember the story, I won't say anything because it's actually a really cool roller coaster ride. I fucking loved it. That was my first time
Damn.
seeing it, by the way.
Nice. Oh, damn.
Good
Dude, there you go.
movie.
It's a good first time watch.
I forgot the directors. Oh, it's Lawrence Kasdan.
Yes.
The guy that did
Kasdan.
what else? What was that thing he did?
Empire Strikes Back.
Dreamcatcher.
Oh, Dreamcatcher, yes.
I know him from Dreamcatcher because
Return of the Jedi? He writes all the Star Wars stuff. I know
And
him from
didn't
the
he
Star
do-
Wars.
Didn't he do Indiana Jones too? He's like a Lucas guy, right?
He's a Lucas guy. I don't know if he
Spielberg,
helped him in
Lucas
the
guy?
Indiana Jones, though. Lucas gets weird about that. He's like, no, you're already doing Star Wars.
Oh, You know what it is? I think he wrote a draft and it was rejected or something like that.
That makes
I know
sense.
he tried to do
that
something.
makes sense. Yeah, dude. He wrote a draft and Lucas fucking...
Over my dead neck!
Yeah, he farted on it and then threw it out of his office. Indiana Jones and the get the fuck out of here, and he threw it.
You know, did you ever see that skit where he like slaps that dude? He's with something green.
Oh,
Did you ever see that one? Seth Green, and he like slaps one of his friends. It's like this joke they did at Lucas Manor or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh no, I have to look this up.
You got to see it. It's George Lucas. That's what I always picture George Lucas as when he's mad. You got to watch it. I kind of want to get your share the screen. I want to see your expression when you see the scene of Lucas slapping someone. It's fantastic.
Okay, wait. Let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. It's the part of the show where I share my screen.
Yeah, you got to watch this slap, dude.
As the creator of Mara Jade,
Wait! I am not the creator of Mara Jade, and I want you to get out of this office right now.
I'm sorry, Zed.
No way.
You brought
No
it on
way.
You brought it on yourself.
I don't want you here.
I'm so
Out.
sorry, George. I didn't think it would go like this.
Out.
I got your voucher.
Oh shit!
There.
I'm sorry about that. I'm so sorry. We'll have him like burned and
I don't even know who that guy is. So I sit there all day long.
Dude, what?
I love that so much.
George Lucas is a good actor. Now that I've seen
Yeah,
him
he's fucking great.
in Minions and Monsters too, he was great. He clearly has a sense of humor about himself. Good for him.
Yeah, I love that guy. That's awesome.
That slap was awesome.
I'm surprised you've never seen that.
I've never seen it. I know, and I'm like a Star Wars guy. I've never seen that. You call yourself a Star Wars guy, you son of a bitch. You never watched George Lucas slap anybody. Okay, next up for me, I'm going to get to the Mark Rex now. I'm going to tie them together
It's
because
definitely not going to be the professionals.
it's not the professionals. I think if memory serves, unless you have gone back and corrected this, Mark watched the second movie in this series, not realizing there was a first movie.
Yeah, that sounds about something I would do.
And what I did instead was I watched the first movie and then I watched the second movie in that order. And the movies are Stakeout and Another Stakeout.
Oh, yes.
They're fucking awesome. Dude, have you watched the first Stakeout? The first one? Okay.
You know what? Because of the way they're
you need
named,
to watch
I
it.
didn't even know.
You need to go and watch it because it's better than Another Stakeout. Another Stakeout is
Oh, it
fun.
is. Oh, shit. Hold on.
But
Let me
here's the
write this
thing.
down.
Here's the thing that's going to get Mark to watch this movie. Mark, there are jokes in Another Stakeout that are direct callbacks to jokes from the first movie. They set jokes up in the first movie, and the things they're doing in the second movie directly pay them off. And they know that that's what they're doing because they directly acknowledge it. There's a bit right, and it starts right from the beginning of the movie. I was so shocked when the second one started, and I was like, oh my God, they're already referencing jokes from the first movie.
Oh my God.
So I'm sure you had no idea, but if you go back and you watch the first movie and then you rewatch the second movie, you're going to see they're very tightly connected, like to the point where they carry things over, like every strand is carried over.
Really? Oh, wait. So
Yes.
did you do them back to back when you watched these? Or?
Yes.
Oh, man, that must have been cool.
They're
Shit.
fucking great. I loved it. First off, the chemistry between all the characters is fucking awesome, but it's Richard Dreyfuss, Emilio Estevez, and then sometimes they get
What
a
a
new
cast.
partner in the second movie. They get Rosie O'Donnell. That sounds annoying. She's actually great in the movie.
No, she's fantastic.
Dude, the first movie is so good, Mark, because it's so fresh and clever in a way that I have not seen from like a studio comedy in a while, where like,
Oh, interesting.
they're mining comedy from the suspense of you knowing something the characters don't. So like, this isn't going to
that's
spoil
cool.
anything, but the whole fact that they're on a stakeout, there's a bit where Richard Dreyfuss is in the house they're staking out with the person they're staking out who doesn't know that they're being watched. And he keeps turning to camera, like winking at the camera, but he's really winking at Emilio Estevez, who's watching them across the street. And the
Dude, that's
suspense
cool.
you feel where you're like, is this fucking guy for real? Are they going to get busted? This person has no idea they're being watched. Dude, fucking great. It felt so fresh. Awesome movie. Also, by the way, I did not know that Richard Dreyfuss could be a badass, and he totally is.
He's fucking great, dude.
He's great
By
in
the
it.
way, was this your first time watching these, or had you seen them before?
It was my first time watching Stakeout 1. I think I had seen another Stakeout when I was a kid. I didn't remember much about it, but I do remember seeing it. So it was like watching a new movie. But for me, I'd never seen the original Stakeout. The original Stakeout is, I think another Stakeout is played way more for comedy. The first one has some crazy serious shit in it that's really fun. It's like a legitimate cop movie. There's great shootouts, great chases in it. It's got a really scary villain, but it's so funny. Ooh. I want to stress to you, it's funny. It's really well made. I kind of couldn't believe how well made it was. So, and it's cool because John Badham, who directed the first movie, also directs the second movie. He leans way more for comedy in the second movie. It's great. They're both great movies. They're both great. But I
love John Badham, by the way.
Dude, the first movie takes the cake. I loved it. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I'm going to write, I have that written down. Someone had told me that if you watch the second one, don't bother with the first, but
I disagree.
It's so good to hear that. Because I actually put it aside on the back burner because of that. So I'm so glad you said that, because now I'm just going to fucking watch it.
The first Stakeout is so good. I prefer it to the second one, but I liked the second one because I liked the cast so much and the characters that I just wanted to hang out with them and spend more time with them. And I didn't expect it to be so tightly connected. It's great.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really good, dude.
I'm definitely going to see that then.
By the way, it's Stakeout from 1987 and another Stakeout from 1993, and they're both directed by John Badham. Great movies.
Guy's total badass.
He's a badass, John Badass. Yeah. Mark, what's next for you?
Oh, shit, you did a fun movie? Do I have any fun movies? Oh, yeah, I guess I do. I watched Boat Trip. I have a good friend who... She's like, thanks, Capri, for this, because she knows that I was homeschooled. So she recommends movies that I should have watched when I was homeschooled. And one of them was Boat Trip. She's very good at choosing comedies. This is like super raunchy. It would not do well today, but it is fucking hilarious. It is so stupid. It's basically, I don't want to give it away. You shouldn't read about it, by the way. Don't read about it. If you want a fun comedy, because there's a good surprise. I feel that there's a good surprise enough that I wish it wasn't ruined for me by accidentally reading like the synopsis. Oh, okay. So go in cold. It's a short movie. The cast is fucking hilarious. There's zany characters. It's like one of those old school comedies that has that like almost candy coated surreal feel to it. It feels like you're watching more of a live action cartoon than an actual movie.
I love that
dude,
shit.
Crazy shit happens. Like there's this lady, she's part of the tanning team coach. She's fucking hilarious. The stuff that happens in this movie, you would never be able to do today. And because of that, it's super goddamn funny. It's hilarious. It's one of my favorite comedies. There's like this one scene at the... I don't want to give it away. Okay. There's a scene but Will Ferrell... When you see Will Ferrell pop up, there's this joke that it may be hit or miss for people, but it hit for me. It's so stupid. It's a total office humor joke, but it's like super over the top and like... Fuck. When you experience it, I really love.
You're making
the way
me kind of want to watch this movie.
It's fun, man. If you're just having like a tough day, you've had a bad audience, you just want to watch the bad taste of a day out of your mouth, man. If you're a guy,
so basically,
if
it's Texas Chainsaw Day and you're having a miserable Texas Chainsaw Day, you want to go watch Boat Trip.
Yeah. If you want to watch any bad taste out of your mouth that you've had in life or in entertainment, Boat Trip is so... And this is not a movie to vacuum to or clean house to or cook to. This is a legit
you want to be
funny
locked
comedy
in for Boat Trip.
That you should just eat some let's eat some good snacks and just sit back and have a fun time.
Eat your goddamn snacks and watch Boat Trip.
I thought that this was one of these like stupid family movies. It's like, it's just a bunch of people on a boat, and it's like, it's like it's kind of like RV or some stupid fucking movie like
RV,
that.
Yeah, I
this is for adults only.
Oh, okay.
This is not family comedy in any way, shape, or form. You should not, as candy coated as this looks and as cartoony as it looks, this is not for children. This is not for the Texas Chainsaw dad that took his 10-year-old daughter to see his fucking people getting torn apart. This is for adults. So if you watch
And she was bored, that little psychopath. She was bored.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Fuck
that kid sucks.
Fucking
The whole family should get wiped out. Oh, that's terrible. Anyway, they should get wiped out to go to a boat trip. And I honestly think that it's a really fucking funny movie. And there's not many like good adult humor movies where they're like, this one's not afraid to like push the bar.
Damn. Okay.
I mean, maybe it's because of today's standards. Maybe back then this was like a more normal, but by today's standards, this movie really pushes the bar. I'm telling you, it's just not I always thought it was like some Disney comedy because it's called Boat Trip. It is not. It's a raunchy, fun comedy. If you like Borat, if you like Bruno, if you like stuff like that, but you don't want it to be like some sort of like thing where it's like, oh, is this real or not? This is just a really fucking fun comedy, and that's all I should say about that. And I should shut the fuck up because it's really good.
Okay, Boat Trip.
Watch it with the producer in the booth. I think you both will have a blast.
I'm going to add that to my list then. Okay, and then last for me, two things I'll bring up just quickly because I don't have too much to say about them. They're both rewatches. I rewatched Congo on 4K, the Vinegar Syndrome 4K. Looked fantastic. I had a blast with it. It's like the best that movie has ever looked. There's even on the Vinegar Syndrome 4K, really quick, there's like a disclaimer before the movie starts that's like, hey, just so you know, in the restoration of this movie, because of the existing elements, there were like some elements that were damaged that we were not able to properly restore without crossing a line into AI. And so we didn't want to do that. So you may notice some light white lines or streaks. They are occasional, whatever. It's not a big deal. And it was so cool because like that disclaimer kind of scared me. And I was like, oh no, is Congo going to look fucked up? It looked amazing. I couldn't even tell. So I was like, they had that disclaimer and it didn't fucking matter because it looked fantastic. It's still gorillas in a volcano and shit looking awesome. I had a blast with it, dude. And then really quick. Wait, didn't you watch it too? Did you watch it too?
Yeah, I was going to say that like I've only seen like maybe a Blu-ray copy of that and then prior like a DVD. To see it that pristine, I didn't know that movie was capable of looking that good. Yes. That's all I'll say. It looks fucking
especially
amazing.
Like just the straight up like jungle wildlife shots, like those second unit scenic shots where you're seeing like the sun come up over the horizon. You're seeing like little bugs on plants and shit. I was like, this looks like planet Earth. You know what I'm talking about? It looks like some David Attenborough type shit.
Yeah. I'm telling you, after seeing the 4K, I'm like, this is a legit good-looking movie.
And they totally undersold it because like that Vinegar Syndrome disclaimer scared me. It was like, just so you know, the surviving elements of the film, some of them were damaged. We weren't able to I was like, how the fuck's this gonna look? And they were doing all that to set you up with a fucking pristine 4K copy. Good for you, Vinegar Syndrome.
Vinegar Syndrome is like one of my favorients, by the way.
They so good.
Do an amazing job.
They're little crazy rich kids in Connecticut, and I love them. Good job. Okay, and then also I got to see a good screening, rep screening.
Oh.
I went to the Fangoria Select for The Descent. I got to see The Descent on the big screen. And that went great. Had a very respectful audience. It was the complete opposite of Texas Chainsaw Day. Everybody had a blast watching The Descent. It was the unrated UK cut, never shown in America before.
Sweet.
So it was cool. We got to see it on the big screen with an audience. And then afterwards, they had this whole interview with Neil Marshall, like kind of taking you through not only the restoration of the UK cut, but also just kind of like the making of the movie and his memories of it. Because I think it's been a little over 20 years. So it was really cool to just hear him talk. Like one tidbit he dropped really quick. You may know this or it's already occurred to you, but I just thought it was cool. The Descent was a direct result of when he made Dog Soldiers. He was like, I made a movie with all men. It was super aggro. It was like testosterone to the max. And he's like, I swear my next movie will be all women. And because of that, he took that thought and made The Descent. He was like, I made
That's
a
cool.
werewolf action movie with dudes. Now I want to make a survival horror with an all-female cast. So it was just kind of cool that like that's where the genesis of The Descent came from. Like,
That's cool. By the way, what I like about it is it's not, he didn't do it in like some pandering way. It's like a legitimately awesome way of portraying a group of women. I mean, he has the guy director, but at the same time, it's like, who fucking cares? I think he did an awesome job of making it.
I think it was more just like the
women-centric
funny
cast. I think it's so cool.
the funniness of like that's where the concept for this fantastic horror movie came from. The fact that he was like, I'm so sick of being around fucking dudes, fucking squaring up every day. I want to be around like only women, and that was why we got The Descent. I just think that's hilarious.
That's cool. I mean, it's a fucking awesome movie too.
It looked so good because that was one that I never got to see on the big screen before. So it was cool to watch it big. And it, man, those scares are legitimate. They are like legitimate.
And by the way, seeing that intro with the pipes, dude, seeing that on a big screen,
brutal.
It feels
brutal.
Like,
that
and
hit.
when I would go driving after that, and if there's like one of those fucking trucks with pipes, I always move over thanks to that fucking movie.
Dude, the first time one of the crawlers shows up, that time where they're looking through the camera and then there he is, a lady in my audience screamed. It was awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. I love when people see an old movie and it still works.
The theater. Like it cut through the theater, dude. It was like, oh shit.
That's fucking great.
It's awesome.
I'm glad you had that experience then. That's fucking,
yeah, it was
I feel
cool,
as though
man.
that's better.
The Descent was a fantastic watch. Texas Chainsaw Day was a goddamn nightmare.
Shit. That's kind of like Mortal Kombat Day. It's like, is it going to smell like BO or am I going to have a good nerd audience?
And that's it for me, dude. So whatever you got, take us home, man.
Let's see. What else do I got? I think I have two more. Okay, so I'll just knock them off. I kind of went on a Joel Schumacher kick and I watched number 23 just to see if that was still good. It is still a good movie. It's still a good mindfuck movie. The one thing that takes me out of it is they did a hyper stylized version. If he shot if he shot number 23 the same way he shot 8mm, I would have been a far better movie. It kind of comes across as a bit plasticky and almost like a really marvelly, like a hyper processed look. So outside of that, it's still a good movie. It's even with those garish looking scenes, I still was into the story and I hadn't seen it since I saw it in the theater a long time ago. And it's fantastic. If you get over the fact that Jim Carrey is playing a more serious character and you're okay with that, it's a really fun little thriller. And then the last movie I saw was like, it's been on Criterion in their collection forever. I don't know how to pronounce the fucking dude's name. Is it Withnell and I or Withnell and I?
Oh, Withnell and I.
Withnell and I. I saw that.
Great movie.
It's a great movie, but at the same time, part of me was like, I understand it's supposed to be about characters with great anxiety and, you know, and how they navigate and are living together. But I'll be honest, after a while, those characters started to get super annoying. But I can see why it's considered part of like film history and such.
Well, it's also the performances too are fantastic.
Yeah,
that movie makes me
really
nervous in
good.
a different way because I'm like, oh no, I don't want to watch alcoholics kill themselves. And here they are killing themselves.
Yeah, it's a very like, I thought it was going to be like, I always heard of it as like, it's just laugh out loud comedy. It's really funny. And it was like, it's actually supremely dark and weird.
I think I maybe chuckled a couple times during it, but I would not call that a funny movie at all.
Yeah, that's what I never understood. I'm telling you, most of my film friends think it's an awesome comedy, but it's like, this guy's getting like,
I think it's an interesting
SA'd
movie
by this fat dude, and their lives are falling apart.
But it's not a comedy. I don't think it's funny. I'm with you. I don't think it's funny.
No, not at all.
Shit's not
I would
funny,
see it
man.
just as like a film about characters with mental health
Dude,
problems.
Mark's coming off Boat Trip. He's not going to find this funny.
Dude, Boat Trip fucking destroys Withnell and I. Fuck that movie, actually. Now that I've seen...
Yeah,
why
are
did
you
I wreck
wrecking
that
it?
movie?
Why are you wrecking
Fuck
it?
that shit.
Okay.
Take that crap off.
Fuck that shit. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Goddamn street racers. And that's how we're going to end this episode, ladies and gentlemen. With this, Mark, here, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you get to enjoy this and experience it along with me, son. Here it is. Here it is. Rob Cohen, take us home.
Yes.
What the hell's going on around here? Street's closed, pizza boy. Find another way home. Goddamn street racers.
Goddamn street racers. By the way, that's Leon, the character I forgot existed.
Oh, that's the one. Wow.
Yeah, he's like, get out of here,
that's
pizza
right.
boy.
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is that
by the
guy?
way-
Oh, he's in the crew.
One last thing about Fast and the Furious that made me laugh my ass off was when they made it overly serious and the cop character's like, "What are you going all native on me, Brian?"
Yeah. What are you going
I don't know why that made me laugh.
Hey,
It's
Brian.
like, why you got your dick tucked between your thighs?
Are you going native? I'd fuck me.
I'd fuck me.
I fuck me so hard. Brian's like, why do you always do this when I come over? I'm just trying to report my illegal street research intel.
That would be such a fucking funny thing if his boss was always coming on to him throughout the whole fucking movie. He's always
Brian,
kind of like,
Brian,
all
I
this
accidentally dropped the case file. Can you pick it up? And then when he picks it up, he looks up and his schlong's out. Not again, Chief. Oh, come on.
Oh my god. Holy shit. That'd be fucking hilarious.
I live my life a quarter inch at a time. Oh no! Come on. God. Goddamn street racers.
Oh my god. Holy shit, a quarter inch.
Hey, all right, that's it. You know what? We're out of here.
Peace.